I have Facebook.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to episode number 203 of the Vex on Vex Podcast, the 36th installment of morning radio. Dave, how are you?
Fantastic, sir.
Alcoholic Oprah in a new way.
Oh my goodness. Are we just going to jump right in?
No. We're going to build a little bit of, we're just going to put that out there as a teaser.
Oh, I can't wait.
You can't wait?
I'm giddy with it.
I mean, are you going to tell them what it is, or are we just not going to say anything?
Well,
the box is on screen. So if you spin that a little toward, there you go, that way. That word Funko means something.
It does. As you may or may not have noticed, we are fans of the Funko Pop genre, as it were.
It's a thing.
It's a thing. I got my little sweet, and I got my cheddar goblin here. You have quite the assortment, including Julius Pringles, who has been...
Where some men have gone before.
Parts unknown. But we decided that since we were such fans of the Funko Pop, we would reach out to our dear friends at Funko Pop and see what they could do for us.
I would like the record to reflect that former guest Carl is the gentleman that found this original option to be available.
Thank you so much, Carl.
Because our producer hit a brick wall.
I pleaded my case because we're poor on the podcast.
We are, in fact, poor on this podcast.
I just thought we can't travel to where we get them in person, throw us some sympathy bones, and let us order them.
For us being so fucking poor, we have a lot of stuff.
We do have a lot of shit.
Maybe if we didn't buy all the stuff, we'd be less poor.
No, I don't think that's a thing.
That's not a thing?
No.
That's not how that works?
I don't believe in that. I believe in just making more money.
Thoughts and prayers go out to Larry.
Absolutely.
Is that show going to happen?
On our end, it is.
Michael Gregory signing in from the dog shit covered mattress known as my job.
There's a whole thing that Mike just sent me. We're going to dig right into that because he's listening.
Are we?
Dude, I don't even know how to explain this shit.
Feels like it's been explained to you already.
No, it's all via text. Mike and I, here's the thing. Mike's married, so we don't talk anymore, but we text a lot.
I feel like that's the thing, just in life.
That's how marriage works, bro. I've been married 30 times. My neighbor has their dog-soiled mattress sitting on the curb for over a month now. No one ever does anything about it. And this is in like a community thing in Philadelphia, blah, 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 right? So someone said, hey, report it to 311. I don't even know what the fuck that, I thought it was a band.
Yeah.
So it's three.
It is a band. 311.
Yeah.
But if I call in the city of Philadelphia producer, what does it bring us to? Is it star 311 or something? So find that out. He says he's done that in the past. There's nothing on the mobile app about homeowners doing such things because we reported it before as dumping, but it's never been moved or anything like that.
It just says 311 hotline helps caller reach appropriate governmental departments to take care of non-emergency public problems.
So that fucking band's non-emergency.
They're non-something.
Okay.
And Angie's watching.
And then
That's on the list of like one of my most hated bands.
By the way, me too. Good morning, Angie. We miss you in Taco Day.
Yay!
Little round of applause for Angie.
Thank you again so much for the tacos last week.
We miss them.
I drove home sick.
I didn't. I ate the fuck out of more of them. It was just so good.
Yeah, I felt terrible. I didn't give two shits.
The rice was so good, I bought a rice cooker.
Did you?
Yeah, I did my first rice this week.
How was it?
Glorious.
Yeah, nice.
I'm gonna season better next time, but it was very, very good.
Nice.
So continuing down the rabbit hole. Are you ready?
I am.
Somebody writes, report it to 311 and says it by his first name. Go ahead and call about that mattress. Do you have anything else to do with your life than bitch like a chick? All you do is cry, bitch and complain. Why don't you do that to my face or my mom's face? It's the neighbor. It's the neighbor with the mattress responding on the thread. Instead of hiding behind your phone calls, everyone knows you hide behind your phone calls in caps. and the fucking mattress does not have dog piss on it, you dumb fuck. And it was wrapped in plastic. But junkies are Pullunh. I don't know what the fuck that's supposed to mean. Pullunh?
Sure.
Trash apart, taking the plastic for tarps. Tell Bones your list of complaints, you dick eater. He got caught by his neighbor complaining about his neighbor on the community
There's
Facebook.
only one thing left to do.
What?
take the show on the road and set the mattress on fire for the show.
Do we set up in his yard and try to interview her?
Yeah, absolutely.
That's uncalled for.
That's live journalism.
Do you know that that's the house I grew up in?
Yeah.
Yeah. So it'd be really weird.
Gail's watching and she said, "Good morning."
Good morning, Gail. We have a surprise for you.
Boy, do we.
Boy, do we.
We have several surprises.
Dun, 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 dun.
I'm so excited.
So that Michael situation's pretty amazing, if I'm honest with you.
The fact that he got caught.
The fact that you got called out is hilarious.
And all you do is bitch in caps. In caps.
Because somehow, because leaving a dirty, piss-stained mattress on the curb for a month.
Sir, it was wrapped in plastic. The homeless have taken the plastic off of it to make homeless encampments.
I don't care. I don't care how the plastic came off. You left it there for a month, all right? If that, you might as well just for that, you might as well just tattoo white trash across your forehead.
It pretty much is.
It's worse than white trash.
Isn't missing a bunch of teeth worse than a tattoo of the white trash?
No, about the same.
About the same?
About the same level. So, if that's not bad enough, venting and airing your personal business on social media just screams white trash.
But technically he did as well.
Now,
because his first and last name are there.
how far down the rabbit hole do you really want to go with this? Because I would love to tell you a story about my neighborhood and their social media interactions.
Now, I think this is a fantastic, unwritten down topic.
Oh, it is.
Go ahead. I'm ready.
Okay, so several years ago, this is pre-pandemic, so it was a little while ago. There is a Facebook page for my neighborhood. Where I live.
They all have one, yes.
And I live in a lovely neighborhood. I like my neighbors. I get along with 95% of them. However, on my street, you've been on my street, you know where I live.
Love your street.
Unfortunately, my street is the route for the fire department, which is at the end of my neighborhood. So my street is the only one in the neighborhood that doesn't allow parking on both sides of the street. You can only park on one side. So parking is always an issue.
Always an issue.
In my neighborhood.
Hold that thought. Michael Gregory said, "Funny thing is, I walked right past her boyfriend, Bones, in quotes, on the way to work, and he didn't say a word."
So let's tack on the fact that your name is Bones on this.
No, he's a Star Trek fan. I get it. I know a guy named Bones.
No, that's not a thing.
Okay. All right, Jim. I'm a homeless person, not a doctor.
Damn it, Jim. I'm a doctor, not a good actor.
Oh, Bones was the bestest.
Oh, was he? I was a Scotty guy. Scotty's better.
All right, how about the Bones in the modern film?
Tolerable. I'm honestly, I could take or leave the new ones. Like they're
pretty good.
They didn't do nothing. I mean, they were all right.
They're pretty good.
I probably won't go back and like seek out to watch it again.
That's a good point. I don't think I would either.
Yeah.
But they're good.
Like at no point I'm like, I'm gonna go watch that new Star Trek movie. Yeah. No, I'm not doing it. If it's on, I'll leave it on. Fuck it. Yeah. Cool.
They are good though.
They're not bad. I don't dislike them, but I'm not this huge fan of them. Definitely not. But
Is that the Captain Kirk guy? Is he the same guy that was in the Wonder Woman movie?
I don't know.
Or are they just actors that look the same?
I have no idea.
Back to your story, Dave.
You can look that up while I'm talking. So anyway, a group of neighbors were hanging out on one of our neighbors' porches one evening, indulging in a couple cocktails after a long week at work. And we decided that since we were always outside and always hanging out together, that we were essentially the town watch.
I don't know how many beers in that was for Town Watch, but I'll take
quite
it.
a few, but you've had enough ridiculous conversations with me later in the evening that you know how this wound up happening. So my neighbor decided that he was the president of the Town Watch, and I named myself vice president of the Town Watch.
Just named it.
An hour or two later, another neighbor stopped over, and he was complaining about parking when he stopped over, just in conversation. And I said, well, since we founded the Town Watch, we're electing you the parking commissioner of our street.
Okay, how old is this guy? Is he our age?
He's our age.
Okay.
Yeah, like you're now the parking commissioner.
All right, that's...
He says, that's fantastic. About a week later, someone on the neighborhood Facebook page starts complaining about parking. So I tagged this person and I said, please send all your parking complaints to so-and-so, the neighborhood parking commissioner.
No, that's wrong, Dave.
And then it went off on this tangent because he was a good sport about it, enjoyed it.
Oh, so he wasn't a dick.
Oh, no. And it was hilarious. And people were making jokes about it. And, oh, yeah, we should call you for all our problems. And then somebody wrote, tagged the dude in it and said, Parking Commissioner 2020, kicking tires and lighting fires. It was hysterical. The dude's got a title. The dude's got a slogan. He's the official parking commissioner.
So far, I'm loving the story.
Oh, it's fantastic.
I'm loving it.
We do have one neighbor who lives directly across from that person, the parking commissioner, who is what I would deem somewhat of a parking scofflaw in the neighborhood, as in they have 5 cars and put none of them in the driveway, taking up valuable parking spaces all throughout the neighborhood.
I'm feeling guilty, but I'm going to keep it quiet.
No, it's fine. So you have parking spaces, though. You have room to park. You can park on both sides of your street.
Yes,
it's not that big a deal. So someone did not mention this person by name, but said, there's some people on the street that park 5 cars on the street without leaving any in their driveway.
But they didn't say the name.
Did not say the name.
Okay.
Well, I guess guilty conscience took over, and this dude gets on there and he's like, why would you talk about me like this, so-and-so? Anyway, it got to the point where his adult daughter at that time, who still lived at home, she was like 19, 20 at the time. She goes on her main Facebook page and posts a pages-long diatribe about these people are harassing my family about where we park. They're claiming that they're going to set my car on fire. And goes on this ridiculous rant about crazy shit that never, ever happened. It did not go down like this at all. So it sort of got quiet for a little while, but every time somebody complained about parking on the Facebook page, I would write the same post. Please see so-and-so about, he's your parking commissioner, about your parking complaint. And the traffic scofflaw over here are literally in the middle of the street about to fist fight.
All right. Are they no questions?
Go ahead.
Same age or somebody old?
One is slightly older, but not
same age. Okay,
yeah.
okay.
No one.
Did he wear his commissioner uniform?
Listen, I live in a 90% blue collar neighborhood. Everyone in my neighborhood works in the trades, carpenters, plumbers, electricians, things like that. So I believe both of them were probably wearing like dirty high vis that they had worn to work that day. Anyway, I digress.
So your appointed commissioner is defending his honor.
So now I have caused this entire disaster. Somehow in this mess, I have caused 2 of my neighbors to nearly fist fight in the middle of the street because I have made up the fact that I am the vice president of the neighborhood watch.
While drunk.
And have randomly named another neighbor the official parking commissioner of my street, which again is completely fabricated by me. I've made up all of this. Everything that they are about to fight about, I have made up out of thin air. And then I realized that after I did all this, I have escaped scot-free and no one has blamed me for any of it. And to this day, those 2 neighbors still hate each other.
Did they fight?
They just don't speak.
But did you cool it
they
out?
did not actually
no coming to blows?
No.
Michael Gregory said there was a battle between 2 neighbors on the Fort Richmond page that lived on Aramingo that accused the one neighbor who works at the Richmond Wawa of saving his piss at work to throw on their front.
Social media is the end of us.
It really is. It really
Even if that shit would have happened in the 80s, there's no record, there's no camera showing that you threw the piss.
Social media is literally like a mirror that only shows you the worst parts of everyone.
No, I try to send the positive stories with the animals in the wild.
Oh, so do I. I try my best,
I try.
but usually I just find this shit. And it's hysterical.
The piss-soaked Wawa employee.
Speaking of throwing things,
The case of the piss-soaked Wawa employee. Go ahead, Scooby.
I have another friend
Oh my god.
who, in high school, would throw things in a cup on people's lawn.
Wait, what do you mean?
So when I was in high school, a dear friend of mine, you know, when you go to high school, there's weird cliques and everybody has them. And I was cool with most people, but there was a certain segment of like the super cool kids that I just did not get along with. I didn't like them. They didn't like me, and it was fine. Everybody accepted it. But one of my best friends also really hated them. He worked at a restaurant at the time. He might have been a prep cook, but he's actually a chef at this point, and a very well-to-do one. But at that point, he was in high school. Might have been like a dishwasher, prep cook, something like that. Well, on his way home from his restaurant job, he drove right past one of these people's houses that we really hated. And so he took to, every time he worked his shift at the restaurant, he would take the biggest styrofoam cup he could find, fill it with like garbage and gross restaurant trash, pack it to the brim, and get a Sharpie and write "cup full of fun" on it. And every time he drove past their house, he threw it in their yard.
So, like, was it weekly? Was it daily?
Like a couple times a week, I think.
God damn it.
All right. Okay, thank God. You might have just saved me from a bad story.
Okay, so Michael Gregory said, "Oh no, there was ring camera video," and then he also said, after he threw it, a neighbor yelled at him and said, "It's pissed because you threw kerosene on my door." Are we pieces of shit for laughing?
Dude,
All right,
neighbors are awesome.
I am garbage, and I'm going to make a confession here on the
You
podcast.
throw piss at people's houses?
It's worse.
Kerosene at the house.
Episode 203.
That's going off the rails quickly.
I'm sorry, Joe, because you went to high school with me, and sometimes you listen to the program, and I apologize. And Artie as well, because you also listen sometimes. I liked urinating in the water fountains at my high school.
Oh.
No, that's no shame. No shame in that.
I didn't like a lot of the people that went to the high school.
Yeah, I know how that goes.
And I can't believe I never got caught, actually, because I pissed in the water fountains a lot. Now, I wasn't mean about it. I would direct it right into the whole region.
Yeah, just down the drain.
But
so
I
they
was
get a whiff
hoping
of
that it
when
would
they put
smell.
their-
Yeah, they put their face in and get a whiff.
You weren't being mean about it, but you were pissing.
No, but I could have just pissed in the whole thing.
You were pissing. There's no excuse for bad behavior.
No, that's
Now, to be
spectacular.
fair, I was a minor, so just so we're clear. And I guess it was to show dominance.
He's marking my territory like a wolf.
And, yeah, that happened.
You're
Not a Reiner
No.
line.
And I was an altar boy. I mean, it was going to happen. It would have happened.
Oh, my goodness.
Oh my God! All right, we have a request on a topic that wasn't on the list. This is a question to the peanut gallery. This is everyone here.
Yes, let's do this.
Do you or do you not find yourself when cleaning your ears, perhaps spinning the Q-tips in your ear holes for an extended period of time for enjoyment?
No.
What about you?
I don't use Q-tips. I use like bobby pins.
Oh my God! Are you from the fucking 1930s?
My mother did that for years, so I'll just take that. But I'm not
What the fuck is wrong with you?
You're gonna poke holes in your eardrum with
Yeah.
a steel piece of.
I can hear you just fine.
Today? It's only
No,
gonna take one
it's
mistake.
5 decades in. It's working. Like
I
Who
mean,
answered that question? Are they remaining anonymous?
they're remaining anonymous. So
I will say this.
I enjoy it.
While I do find it enjoyable, I don't think I spend extra time with it. I don't do that.
The first thing I do is I clean the exterior canal. Then I take the clean end from the canal and I just like a car wash special in my ears
Yeah.
for maybe 4 seconds, 3 seconds. 3 seconds is a long time. It feels very nice. And then I take the rest of it and I clean around and pull out what I can, and that's my ear thing.
Yeah, I'm not saying it's not a pleasurable sensation.
Why is it so fucking pleasurable?
No,
Now, see, I
but
don't
it is.
think
I will.
Because you use steel. If I put steel in my ear canal, I probably wouldn't enjoy
Don't
it.
judge me here. This is a no judgment stuff.
Number one, this isn't a judgment. This is a fact. This is what you do.
Have you ever gotten your ears flushed?
No.
Like at the doctor's office?
No. How about those ear candles? Anybody ever try?
I did that. None of that shit works. I did all that. None of that shit works.
Johnny Mac is watching from the bathroom.
Yeah, he is.
Is it really the bathroom? Do we know this?
He has to be.
I'm thinking that he is. He might say no just to stay safe.
Does he like his new hard hat?
Yes.
He's so mad about the hard hat.
He is. He brought it up for practice. He did. Dude,
I will say this. I was cleaning my ears just the other day, and it dawned on me that for some reason, it seems to me that I always have way more shit in my right ear than my left.
Get the fuck out.
Yeah.
Get the fuck
an
out.
exorbitantly more amount. In
Do you sleep on your side?
No, I sleep on my back.
I mean, so do I.
Yeah.
So do I. I wake up on my side sometimes, though. Neither. I don't have a dominant one.
I mean, look, maybe at like full on side, no, but like I kick to like 45, yeah.
But I'm a back sleeper.
Yeah, for the most part.
I agree.
That's weird. I don't know why that is. But I thought about it the other day.
Your right ear's dominant.
Oh, yeah. Way
so,
more.
Do you lean into the world with your right? You're like, oh.
I don't know.
My left ear is dominant and I'm left-handed. So I feel like that goes hand in hand.
No, but we're talking, is that dirtier? That's the question. Is your left ear dirtier?
There's far more garbage.
Okay,
What the
so it's
fuck?
not just me. There's not an equal amount of shit in your ear.
Maybe my right ear has more gunk.
What about you?
And I'm left-handed.
Are you?
But I think,
on my left side.
but I
I'm
think,
a back sleeper, it's left side.
I sleep my left a lot.
That's weird.
It is weird.
That is weird.
You'd think more shit would pile up in the side that was like exposed to things.
That's what I'm talking about. I sleep
Yeah.
on my left, and more shit's in this ear.
Could be.
But again, I'm not full on my side either. I'm like you. I'm like, you know what I mean? Do you think we eat spiders, or is that like a myth?
I've heard it's a myth.
Oh, good.
I don't really care either way.
Yeah, because we don't know.
Yeah, it doesn't phase.
It doesn't affect my life.
No.
I was gonna get spider diseases I haven't by now. You know.
Yes.
No spidey senses, bro. Keep getting married to the wrong woman.
Stop doing that.
I did. And then fucking Angie's like, your next fucking wedding cake.
Which hopefully me and Dave will be invited because I want to be like the maid of honor in our sparkles.
If I ever do it again, I want an ironclad fucking prenup. And I want to just go to Vegas because fuck spending money. That's stupid. I do it all the fuck that. I'd rather buy Funko Pops and guitars.
You can't get Elvis to marry you anymore.
I didn't want Elvis to marry me previously.
Okay. Who's going to marry you?
Someone who's like religious in some capacity.
Oh.
Did you watch the video? Did you send it about the guy, the cool guy?
Yeah, I sent it to him.
Oh my god, it was fantastic. Did you watch
I've been married 5 times.
Oh, yeah. He's amazing.
No shame.
No, not at all.
He's amazing.
He's like, some of them were gross.
He's like, I didn't want to have sex with her. I just hung out for a couple of years, and now she pays me alimony.
I mean,
I could have got my second wife for alimony. She was starting to get real fucking randy with the stuff, and I was like, just so we're clear, I'm poor.
yeah,
Maybe we don't do this, because you're going to pay me for years.
pushing the issue here.
She's like, but you cheated. I'm like, that's not really the point, because it turns out that's not illegal in America.
No, it's frowned upon.
But it's not illegal.
It's frowned upon, like peeing in the water fountain.
That's technically illegal.
Is it?
Exposing yourself publicly. Public urination's a thing. But again, statute of limitations, I'm fine.
Yeah, you're good.
I'm fine.
Gail said weddings are stupid, no reason to get married. Angie said, but the cake was glorious, so was the sushi cake.
Where was this cake?
She sent it online.
Oh.
It's really beautiful sushi
It
cake.
is.
I do love sushi. Fuck, I want to get.
You a big sushi guy?
Yeah. You're not?
Nah, I don't get down with it. It doesn't really do it for me.
Did you? All right, I'm not trying to sound weird. How much have you tried in your life?
Not a ton.
Like, I go to a specific place that makes the sushi roll, and it's specific to them. No one else has it. That is just, to me, the greatest thing in the world. It's so, I mean, there's a bunch of shit in the middle, obviously.
Yeah.
But the gist of it is it's the rice ring.
Yeah.
And inside of it, there's like guacamole, which I don't even like guacamole, and some other stuff. And there's fried shrimp in the middle, a very small portion, right? Just a little tiny piece.
Right?
Yes.
Okay.
And then on top of it is a giant piece of whatever Lee's allergic to. Salmon.
Is it raw?
Yeah, it's fucking sushi.
Sushi with anything raw, it's gotta be like
That's not sushi. By definition, no, that's not sushi.
Yeah.
Something has to be raw or it's not sushi. No, you should try this roll.
I won't.
But you say that. But
I won't.
I will not do anything raw. Speaking of, Johnny Mac said we need a Lemmy minister. For when
holy
Max gets
fucking
married.
shit.
Michael Gregory said I dropped a lot of money for my only wedding, and I think it was worth it. I wanted it for my mom and mother-in-law as well. Lived once, married once.
Fuck you, Mike. Fuck you. I had an expensive wedding.
Information that may have.
Did he go to that wedding? Mike might have been at that wedding. He's in that wedding. Mike's in that wedding. What am I making a face for? There have been a lot of them.
I'm saying which one?
Oh, the Dawn one.
And there's probably going to be more.
Because I didn't know you.
I don't know, bro. I can't. No, I don't know. I don't know anymore.
You'll probably get married again.
I mean, I'm not anti-marriage at all, right?
If you're not by now, you're never going to be.
But no, the problem is now I'm really getting old. I'm getting old.
Yeah.
Like for real. Like I'll be 48 this month. 2 years will be a blink of an eye. I'm 50, right? But I'm set in my ways. I live in my house. I do whatever the fuck I want, whenever the fuck I want to do it. You're married. That ain't how it works when you're married, bro.
No, it turns out it doesn't.
It doesn't work that way at all. And it's like, I don't know. And I always thought of myself as I'll be the happily married guy with a family, you know? Obviously not. So, I don't know.
You still have kids.
Gail said, no, you're not that.
No, I'm not what?
You really have to be more specific.
No, I'm set in my ways.
There's
What-
nothing wrong with that.
She's set in her fucking ways, let me tell you.
I love Gail.
I know Gail.
She said, oh, so I was right.
Okay.
So don't dismiss me like that. I was right.
Dismiss you?
Yeah, you did.
You being dramatic today? Need a hug?
Kind
Okay.
Did you have to deal with school traffic again?
No.
Because I took the other way he told me off of Route 1 South.
Okay.
A little bit more light stop and go, but it was here at 5 after.
I prepared, I'm sorry because it correlates. Prepared my first chicken ever in the air fryer this week, and it was glorious.
Lovely.
I made my first chicken and my fucking first thing of rice ever in the same meal.
It's nice that you're learning how to cook.
But I feel like it's cheating. If you're using a rice cooker, are you really learning how to cook? Because I didn't do anything.
No, you're not really.
That's nothing, right? Because I was watching videos where Asian guys were like, this is how you actually make rice.
They just stick their finger in it and measure the line on their finger.
No, where you got to like massage the rice.
Oh, no, that's how most Asian people do it. They just measure the first line on their finger. I swear to God.
Oh, you know what? That might have been part of it.
Yeah.
Part of it.
You put rice in a pot and then fill it up with water, and whenever the water hits a point on their finger, they're like, no, right there.
That's
and
it.
makes perfect rice.
I just have like this rant. It's so like off the wall and has nothing to do with knowledge.
You realize what we do on the show,
Yeah.
right?
But like I was gonna throw a question out there to like women that listen or the couple women that listen. So I go for like my annual appointment, right? We fucking loathe it. I rank it up there with the dentist. I want to know if like other women when they're in the room when they're getting undressed and putting on that shitty gown, if they fold their fucking clothes on the chair.
I would always fold.
Because
I
I feel like I
absolutely
can't
would
just
not.
throw them there. It looks messy.
I would always fold.
That's how I would do shit.
I'm a folder.
I'd
Okay,
kick
so
my
it's not
shoes
just me,
wherever. I would throw.
But we
clothes
can.
on the chair.
You are a thing. Like you don't. This is it. This is who you. I can tell you're disheveled from the way you look,
This is what you get.
and that's not a negative either. It's just this is who you are.
Hey, look.
I'm very uppity. It turns out.
I wouldn't.
I was called
that's the
particular
word.
the other day.
That's a good word. That's a good word for you. I would buy that.
I'm not disagreeing.
I know.
Oh my gosh. So Gail said yes, and I hide my underwear. Thank you, Gail. because
I hide my
I
underwear.
literally do the same thing. I tuck it between my bra and my pants, and I put the socks and shoes to the side.
Who wears underwear?
I'm out there, Jerry, and I'm loving it.
And Gail said keep my socks on, which I have to admit, my doctor yesterday said I'm so glad you keep your socks on because A, it's cold, and sometimes people's feet are really kind of gross up in my feet.
You will put your face in a strange woman's vajayjay in a clinical way, but the feet are a problem. Get the fuck out of here. Shut up.
I'm not gonna lie, feet kind of gross me out. I don't really like feet.
All right, I'm not disagreeing.
I don't like them either.
Do you know who's a footman?
I know it ain't my husband.
The Godfather.
Is he really?
And I wouldn't know this, but the wife gets hammered at the functions, and it's like, do you know I have beautiful feet? And I'm like, what? Huh? My husband loves her feet.
That's a strange flex, isn't it?
Yeah.
I got great feet. You want to see them?
The
No.
good flex is when you're just saying you're hammered, like I normally do.
But that's the thing. No one knows you're drunk except for us.
That's pretty fantastic, though, isn't it?
It's scary.
It is.
Like if I pulled you over and I was a cop, I'd be like, she's fine. Yeah, because unless you do the shoulder thing.
Yeah, alcohol is 0.24, but you're all right.
Do you have the same problem I do? Is that no one can tell you're drunk until you're really drunk?
I haven't seen you really drunk until the 200th.
I was pretty drunk.
I know, and I had never seen that before.
It's a mess. It's a hot
No,
mess.
the hair. The hair in the photos is like a thing.
Oh yeah, I look awesome.
Yes, you
so
did.
Good.
I could honestly say I looked at Dave and I'm like, oh, he is fucking hammer drunk.
Hammer drunk.
Like, you had this discussion. I have not seen Robot on the program since the since that show.
He might be dead.
No, he's not dead. I checked. But
Gail said I have cute feet, but it's a security thing.
so leaving your sock, dude.
You hiding your wallet in there?
The first time Gail came to my house, I was giving her a tour, right? And you know what she said? Oh, I had my weapon just in case you tried to hit me in the head and knock me out. And I'm like, why would I bring you to my house to knock you out? Like, you think I'm a blood on my floor?
Yeah.
Like, for real?
Yeah, we did this in here.
I mean, it's definitely clean. Like,
Did I tell you the bleach story with the strange girl?
No.
I think she knows
I know,
this.
yeah.
I meet a girl, we have dinner, and I'm like, all right, this is nice, but we don't really know each other. Let's go do a podcast. And I'll interview, this is a long time ago, and I'll interview and we'll get to know each other. And she walks in the house and she's like, oh, everything smells like bleach. And I'm like, no one will find you.
So funny.
Never saw her again.
No. Why?
Like, she never ever.
I did you do the podcast?
Yeah.
How'd it
It's
go?
like, nothing spectacular.
No.
Notice she's not sitting where you're sitting.
No, well, it's hard to top all this gloriousness here.
It's true, though. It is hard to top.
Yes.
All right, this is a big deal. You ready? Danny Masterson. Is that how you say it, or is it
Yeah.
Matherson?
Masterson.
30 years to life for rape convicted.
Uh-huh.
Thoughts on this? Is he a raper?
I don't know.
I don't know either.
Probably, yeah.
But they're bringing the Scientology thing into it, right? Like the girls didn't come forward because
You would get in trouble.
They were told not to
And this
by the
was 20
church.
years ago, right?
Yeah.
Isn't there a statute of limitations for raping?
I don't think so.
No. There definitely is. Now, there definitely is. The only thing in the world without a statute of limitation
Murder.
is murder. That's the only, in America, I should say, not the world. America. So,
Anything?
California statute of limitations raping.
For the raping.
Or suspected raping.
Naughty,
I'll take-
naughty.
The rapist for 100
Okay,
Alex.
so non-aggravated rapes carry a statute of limitations of 6 years.
See?
Okay.
So that's non.
Define aggravated. I think it's all pretty aggravating.
Yeah.
It's pretty bad.
I don't think his charge was rape, though. I think they charged him with something else, like forcible sexual contact or something.
Which probably has a different thing.
Probably.
California is removing the statute of limitations for rape, and that was in 2016.
There you go.
Around the Bill Cosby sexual assault.
No.
It says, yeah.
California. Look at that. Do you guys remember
California knows how to party.
all right, Dr. Dre. The Austin Powers films.
Yes.
Remember the husky Asian guy
Yeah.
who was like the bodyguard?
Yeah.
You remember that guy?
Shoot. Yeah. He went to jail for killing people,
No.
didn't he?
So, in 1990, when he's a kid, he's like 18,
Yeah.
him and a friend picked up a woman, beat the shit out of her, and raped her for 3 days, and threw her out of the truck. Which is a horrible thing, right?
Yeah, it is.
He beat a guy up at a bar, so he's being processed in 2010 or whatever the fuck it was.
Yeah.
30 fucking years later. Well, not, is it 30? 2010? 20 years later. They run his DNA into the computer, because California does now, and it
Surprise.
popped up he's the raper. And that's it. He's in jail for 100 years.
Oh, well.
And that popped up too. It was in 1990. He looks fucking bloated. It's a mugshot.
Well, it's because he was a roids guy.
Yeah.
Who
It
throws
says
a
Asians
shoe?
behaving badly. That's the.
But 1990, and they got him 20 years later because of DNA.
So, what's your take on the whole thing? I mean,
Which part?
the Danny Masterson thing? Is he guilty?
If he's convicted in America, you're guilty.
You don't have to say allegedly anymore.
Right? There were. I think Tiffany should Google it a little bit because I don't know shit about it. But there's more than one accuser, which is my understanding.
So there were 3 accusers.
So I feel it's pretty likely.
This there was one from 2000. If I think I'm getting this right, there was one accuser from 2001 and 2 from 2003. They did not convict him on the charge from 2001, but did convict him on the two charges from 2003, and he got 15 years to life for each count, and is sentenced to serve them consecutively, which is where the 30 years.
Yeah, not concurrently.
Right.
So he's going to do 15, then do the next 15.
Yeah,
Right.
there's no break.
And he might get out for good behavior on 8 on the first one.
Yeah,
And then he's got another
so
15.
you're still looking at 16 to 20 years probably.
If I was the attorney, I would fight that because there's no reason he can't run them concurrently.
Obviously, there's going to be an appeal process.
I mean, of course. But I mean, if that would be
He's
the
got
first
money,
thing.
So
Does he, though?
Probably.
What's the Danny Masterson net worth?
His family's got money though too.
I didn't know any of that. Now, do you remember?
His siblings are actors also.
I was going to say it's True Romance, but it's not. What's the movie where Schwarzenegger is with the chick from Halloween? True Lies?
Yes.
Yes, True Lies.
Danny Masterson. Oh, no. Is it True Lies or is it Face Off? He
No,
tried
True Lies, I think.
where he tries to rape the daughter in the driveway?
Yeah.
It might be Face Off.
I don't know.
I
This
think-
is Danny Masterson net worth 2023, 25 million.
Yeah.
All right, so he can afford.
He can afford an attorney. All right. I think Danny Masterson is in True Lies.
See the kid on the bike.
Or it's Face Off. No. It's a C4 Corvette, just like I have.
Oh,
No,
yeah.
it's definitely Face Off.
Yeah, because the girl's dating a dude on a motorcycle.
Chris Travolta puts his foot through the window and pulls the kid out.
Yeah.
It's definitely Face Off. See, he's the raper in Face Off.
It's a raper.
He's a raper.
He could be a raper.
I mean, no, he's like convicted. He's a raper.
He's also a weird Scientologist.
He played the character of Carl.
In which movie?
on Face Off.
Yeah, it's Face Off. He's the raper.
Who knew?
I don't know, man. Every time somebody plays something like rapey on TV, later on in their life, they're guilty of it. I'll give you an example. You ever watch You?
They're method acting.
I know. That comedian on You who played the fucking, like, molester?
I never saw it.
Who is it on You? What's his name? It's the LA season.
I don't know.
No, he's something. You'll know his name when she says it. He was, oh my
Oh, Christy Elliott?
Dalia.
Oh, yeah.
Chris D'Elia. So Chris D'Elia so he plays like kind of a baby raper,
Yeah.
kind of like a teenage girl baby raper, and then in real life he got pinched on that shit.
Oops.
That
I
happened.
did not know that.
Yeah, and then Rooney 9 times
9 times.
plays a child molester in the movie with fucking Keanu Reeves, Devil's Advocate.
Oh, that is such a good
He
one.
plays the baby raper, and then in real life he was a baby raper.
That's up there on the list of like really.
The ending,
Yeah.
that's heavy. I don't like any of that. And I hate.
Said she's got to go back to work.
Bye, Gail. We'll miss
Bye.
you. Dun,
Devil's
dun.
nail.
You whisper it like she's gonna.
He said, listen, don't call her that.
She might shoot us.
Did I say don't call her that?
I said it. She's a ballistics expert. You don't want that person in your life.
I need her in my corner. Just
We know you do. Fucking-
Can you? So think about our friendship circle. We have her, the fucking angry Annie Tasmanian devil.
The assassin.
Is she on? Is she even
She's
listening?
not plugged in yet.
Interesting.
Taz.
Taz. All right, Danny Masterson. I'm sorry.
I said that'll be her new nickname, Tabs.
Did you know? You probably knew this. I actually will do this. If you had a guess, Dave, who has the most documented serial killers in the entire world?
I would say it's the United States.
It is. Ding, ding, ding.
Not surprised.
3,204 documented serial killers.
What's the next closest? Do we know?
We don't know, but we have a lady with a
Like,
computer.
are we winning by miles? Like, is that a thing, or is it just
Someone said to me, and I don't disagree. Other countries don't document.
probably not?
South Africa, the whole continent there,
Yeah.
has a lot of murder. And all those countries in Africa have a lot of bloodshed. But it's not documented. There's not like it's just a thing.
And I would expect anywhere that probably doesn't, just always sort of fall into the category of first world, that shit probably gets overlooked in weird small towns throughout Eastern Europe and the Middle East and things like that. You know what I mean?
In my brain, I want to hope that Europe pays attention, but maybe not.
I mean,
New York is number 1 on this list.
No, we're going by countries.
Oh, I thought you said, okay.
So if the U.S. has the highest number of documented serial killers, what's number 2?
like I want to know whether, like, what did you say the number was?
3,204.
I want to know if, like, the next closest is, like, 2,900 or if it's, like,
Or 16.
312.
There's 16.
Like, I want to know if we're winning big, all right? This is an Olympic event now, all right? And I want the U.S. to come out on top.
I think our... Go ahead.
Smed's watching.
Hey,
Hi,
Smed.
Got weird. That felt weird.
He's our friend.
He is.
I really like him.
Smed's great. Smed tried to kill me last week.
What? Well, wait a minute. Is it about drinking?
Yeah.
You don't have to drink it, you know. So he didn't try anything.
Yeah, someone purchased it for me. It's rude to turn it down.
No, that's alcoholic talk, Oprah.
Well, I am in fact alcoholic Oprah, and I have proof.
Yeah. Well, is that our lead-in?
No, not yet.
Oh,
How? When?
Just give me a second, because England has 166 documented that they stand second on the list.
166 to 3,204.
How many did you say the state of New York had?
677, but us as a whole has 3204. But third is South Africa with 117. So we got the fucking shits on that.
America, fuck yeah!
I can almost guarantee that our numbers have been inflated in the past 12 years in America
Now,
tremendously.
this is
Because gang shootings.
Is this total?
Well, this is every serial killing that's ever happened in our country that they know of.
England is like 900 years old. There's no way those numbers are legit.
No. England is the size of a pea.
Correct.
A pea. I've been there.
That's why I asked about New York. They're roughly the same size.
Thank you. So it's like, it's a pea.
But again, England's like 900 years old.
Yeah, but what's the clock been running since 1900?
I don't know.
No, that's what I feel
When
like.
did we start documenting serial killers?
Probably around 1900.
Well, that's what we have a producer for. We should find out.
Okay.
What do you want me to find out?
Well,
What?
when did we start documenting serial killers?
You know how I can tell she's not listening to the program at all? Because you'll say, this is why I have a producer, we should check this out. And she's like, what's about that?
What am I doing?
I'm also working too. I'm doing two things.
I'm just saying.
She's multitasking.
Little JS.
Not fuck that. I do shit.
Smed said, hey, bros.
Hey, bro.
Hey. Yo, this lunatic the other night. He's like, do you want a drink? I'm like, sure, I'll have a drink with you. What are we drinking? You know, I'm taking maybe some whiskey. He likes that red snag, drinks that a lot, which is pretty tasty. I don't mind it. He's like, here, drink this. This shit looked like something my old man's barber used to clean his combs in.
So it's green?
Blue.
All right. Close enough.
Looks like Aqua Velva.
I do love Aquavella.
Do you? Is that a thing?
It's a pleasant smell. Reminds me of a barbershop when I was a kid.
Yeah. So,
I wasn't molested in the barbershop. It was a pleasant
Smart.
experience. No.
no.
He was the guy who, like, by then they were
When was the
old
last
men.
time you were in a barbershop?
That's really mean. Obviously, it's the early 2000s.
Yeah.
It's the year 2000.
Hey, look, probably the last time I was.
Do you know my barber just died like last month?
Oh, sorry.
Yeah.
Were you close?
When I had hair. I loved them, actually. They were really good people. They're in Mike's neighborhood where he has that crazy neighbor.
So, yeah. I'm like, what the fuck is this? He's like, moonshine. It's 130 proof. Drink it.
What? You were driving!
It's the only one I had.
Was it potent?
It was 130 proof.
Just give it a shakes after?
Did you hear the crows behind you?
I did.
They're asking for their breakfast.
Well, you're keeping crows now. You're getting weird in your old
Yeah, and
age.
he has the balls to call us weird.
Oh, no, I'm fucking weird. I own that shit. I'm not okay.
Tequila Annie's watching. Michael Gregory said in the year 2000, he also said LOL. But when I looked up, there's a table of serial killers before the 1900s.
Yeah, like Jack the Ripper and shit.
Well, what year is Jack the Ripper? Is it
I think
18s?
1800s. I'm surprised our producer doesn't just know.
I'm surprised she's like, wasn't he on our cake? He was on our cake, right?
1888. Jack the Ripper.
It's a fine year for ripping.
Yeah. A lot of eights there.
They said he was probably a physician,
That's what they say.
like medical training, because the cuts were precise. I don't know.
Streetwalkers. He probably just like Merkins.
I was just going to make a Merc. I was in my brain trying to think of a Merkin joke, and he just, he got me. That was good.
Sorry.
No, well done. Well done. Because the word was
You
escaping.
can always work in Merkin.
Work
It's
in-
been working.
Hi, we're Pearl Jam. This is called Merkin Balls.
Working Merkin. That's gonna be a thing.
Are you okay over there? You look like you're very
Yeah,
upset.
I'm looking at because Samantha said H.H. Holmes, and I'm looking him up.
I saw his documentary. It sucked.
Yeah, John Holmes.
No,
No,
H.H. Holmes. No. Don't Google that.
Whatever you do not Google that.
H. Holmes.
Have you ever been in like an old Italian deli? You ever gone into one of those?
Yeah.
Yeah. You know the salamis they got hanging from the ceiling?
Yes.
That's what you'll see in the John Holmes documentary.
Oh.
The thing is like my fucking forearm.
Never did it.
It's only 12 inches.
That's it?
There's modern porno guys that are way bigger.
What are you going to do with that, though, really?
Nothing, because it doesn't really go inside. Like, you can put your tip in people. You know
Yeah,
what I mean?
like that doesn't sound fun.
And then it's weird. An ex had to teach me what the woman looks like when it's hurting her face, but she's trying to act like it's not hurting her face. And it ruined a lot of porn for me. I wish I didn't know. I'm like, I'm not into this. I'm changing this. Like, she's in pain. I don't want to watch it.
I feel like I'd be into it more.
No, definitely. It was like...
But not in a sexual way.
It upset me. It upset me. I don't like that.
Like, it wouldn't be like turning on I'm into this.
That's how I know I'm not a raper. Have you ever been like having foreplay and you bang into somebody and somebody gets hurt? Does that happen in your life?
Probably.
So little Vex is like instantly. If there's pain on the back, my dick's like, I'm out. So I don't know, man. Like I don't think I could beat someone and take it. That's not my thing. Like
no, that's weird.
It doesn't work for me.
That's weird.
Like my dick's like, I'm not even into this, bro. You're a sicko. I'm punching out. I'm leaving right now. Like even porn that's all violent, weird.
Shit you do.
There was a skit on SNL. Janet Rossi would love this, even though she doesn't watch the program.
Rossi. She's a whore.
Neil Diamond is being played.
Get your own goddamn man.
She didn't even say hi to me at the show, so I think she's mad.
Is she like legitimately angry?
I don't know, but didn't even say hi to me. I know she was.
I was telling her when he introduced me to her, but I don't think I met her before. And he's like, yeah, you know about Janice Rossi. And I really, she just kind of gave a look. She's like, oh yeah, the Goodfellas.
Yeah, she didn't look happy with the look though, did she? Never watched she watched the program when her boyfriend was on, never watched it again.
I mean, can you blame her?
It's a good program.
It is. I think more people should watch it.
Did we lose our thread? What was I going to say?
I don't know. You were talking about
Neil Diamond.
Neil Diamond.
No, listen. This is an SNL skit where he's playing Neil Diamond. What's his name from fucking Talladega Nights?
Will Ferrell.
Will Ferrell's playing Neil Diamond. The bass player's John Goodman. And he's like, drunk Neil Diamond is like, I'm into that really weird porno. Forever. He's like, this song's called Forever in Blue Jeans. It's about a stripper I killed to get an erection.
That's amazing.
And then John Goodman's like, no, for real, man. He's into that real weird porno you don't want to watch. It's like uncomfortable. Holding the bass and shit. Tim Meadows is the drummer.
I mean, I've seen some pretty weird porno.
And then he was like, in the skit, he's like, you can leave me out of this. Like, I will leave you in! And you're like, oh my God, Neil Diamond, calm down.
Oh,
I might post that on my story today.
I like Neil Diamond. Neil Diamond fan?
No. I don't dislike Neil, but that turn on your heart. But is that him?
Yeah.
When that's not in the song, by the way. Sweet Caroline.
Some assholes in Boston just made that shit.
Yeah,
up.
not in the song. Fucking. He did that Turn on Your Heart light for E.T. in like 1981. And he lost credibility. I was like 5. I'm like, fuck you, man. That's some gay shit.
Man. I mean, what real?
Turn on your heart light. Ooh. And I'm like, what the fuck, man?
I figured the sparkly shirts would be right up your alley.
They would have been. And then it got weird. He's in that real weird porno shit.
It got weird. After the sparkly shirts, it got weird.
Well, I like the sparkly shirt part.
I think you should wear one. I think you should have a sparkly
Did you
shirt.
see my coat?
Oh my God. I don't think he's ever seen the fucking coat.
So should I break it out? The crows are pissed. Did you hear that?
They want to see the
I
coat.
don't like the birds.
You want me to get the code for real?
I don't care.
All right, carry the program.
Yeah.
Discuss. Rhode Island's neither a road nor an island.
Have coffee, we'll talk. No big whoop. So, seriously, I mean, I don't think I dislike Neil Diamond. I'm not a huge fan, but I mean, the dude's a pretty talented guy.
I think he was the tits back in the day.
Yeah.
I think he was a panty dropper for a lot of women.
I think a lot of women like Neil Diamond.
Yeah.
I'm not sure why.
I mean, like,
Is it just because he can sing?
It's not for his looks. He's not cute.
Well, neither is Tom Jones.
Oh, Tom Jones is disgusting.
Tom Jones had a dick on him, though. He
Yeah?
showed it off.
Was that a thing?
Oh, yeah. Tom Jones's hog looked like a fucking overgrown cucumber in his fucking pants. All right, I'm not looking. Things are beeping. Can I look at?
Yeah, Dave.
Sweet merciful shit. That's a lot.
I love that.
That's a lot. I think we need to keep that on for the rest of the show.
I think so. I'm agreeing.
That's is it? It can't be comfortable.
I don't know. I've never worn it for an extended period of time. It's very.
Gives me Liberace vibes.
It does.
So there's a whole line of these, and I was going to buy them, and I was just like gay David Lee Roth for the rest of my life. That's what I was going for.
You should wear it to like estimates and stuff when you go look.
Hi, I'm your roofer.
I mean, it's fucking sparkle.
So on New Year's, I break it out for 10 minutes, but then I sweat. I can't wear it because it's like
Yeah, it's probably not
it's a lock. No, it's comfy. It's just hot, and it's still technically the summer until the 22nd. So
I want it to be over so bad.
why?
I hate summer.
It's disgusting. Give me fucking fall all day long. We had that discussion.
Spring and fall, I'm pretty into. I love winter. I love winter.
Not me.
Winter makes me happy.
I like literally sitting in back of my house or in front of my house around 9 o'clock at night and just enjoying the nice, calm night weather. And not wearing a coat, not wearing shoes, and just hanging out. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, I really enjoy that a lot.
It's sweating. It's just you're uncomfortable. Like I went from point A to point B in the doctor's office. It was hot in there. I said, "Listen, I need like to splash some water on my face because it's fucking hot as balls in here."
Yeah.
Said, well, it is almost 100. I'm like, well, that's not the fucking point. I'm sweating.
Did you say fucking?
Yes.
That's awesome.
It is
I've been
awesome.
going there for years. I'm not.
And I understand your point. I appreciate, a nice summer night when it cools down.
And
a
then
little bit.
you got Sammy Hagar, Summer Nights at the Radio.
I like me some Hagar.
I just love the summer.
I like.
And then as soon as it gets motherfucker cold, the first thing I do is go to the fucking Caribbean. It's the first thing I do. I'm out. Fuck this.
Yeah.
And then it's 85 degrees, and you're like, oh, this is so
But it's
nice.
not that humid there. Though.
No, because you sit on the beach, there's like a beautiful breeze, wind blowing in my baldness.
It's hot. It's hot as a bastard. Don't get me wrong. It's hot down there. But again, there is a breeze.
Michael Gregory said it's very hard to see a heterosexual with Liberace swag. Is that kind of the quote of the week? Almost.
I don't know. I think we could do better.
Okay.
Liberace swag.
Screenshot anyway. It's hard, he says hard, to see a heterosexual with Liberace swag. Does Mike remember when I went to the Liberace Museum in Vegas and bought the ring? Because I have the ring.
When did you go there?
Many times, actually, but the most recent, I guess, is like 2008.
How many times have you been to Vegas?
15, 12,
Really?
something like that. Yeah, like a lot. But like during the pandemic, he didn't survive the pandemic. Because then I went there with the evil ex around your wedding, and I was like, let's go to the Liberace Museum because it's glorious! And then the woman who was running it the last
You're
time I
sure
went,
you're straight, right?
love me some pussy.
Uh,
Like the idea of like, all right, could you in your brain, and this is real talk, can you imagine kissing a man on the lips?
nah.
Like I'm like, "Huh." Like it's just, oh God. Like I'm looking at your lips.
Yeah.
No,
Yeah.
no.
Dave's like, yeah, no.
You have a beard. You're a dude.
I think that would fuck me up more than anything.
I had a lip lock with somebody, and it was a lady. I don't know. I didn't see her vagina,
Oh, God.
and there was stubble,
Yo, I've had that happen.
which
I've
means
had
she
that
shaves her upper lip,
happen. Uh-huh.
and I want to be like, you gotta stop doing that.
Wax.
Or
Wax for life,
Right.
or pluck. My mother was a pluck on her lip,
Yeah.
anything
Very
but
classy.
what you're doing now.
and I was like, well, this is just ruining the experience. And then you can't call them out. And I kind of want to say something, but I never did. This happened like a few times in the arc of my life, and I'm like, that I know what razor burn feels like, right?
I mean, you always got to check. Women always have to check like their face and stuff. You have to. My hair's light, so I'm not getting a mustache.
The third wife would get a healthy one. She was a bleacher,
Oh,
and it breaks off when you bleach it, and what's there you don't see.
Yeah.
But like every once in a while, I'd lean in and I'd be like, "It's time," and then she'd get really mad at me, and I'm like, "What the fuck?" I'm like, "It's time, bitch. Go work."
It's time.
Are you getting hot in that coat yet?
Not yet. I'm gonna try. I got an hour. I can do an
You don't
hour.
like winter at all, though?
No.
Not a winter guy?
Well, fall is different. Love fall. Love spring because the transitions are fun. When it gets motherfucker winter, I'll give you an example. Do you like going out to have your shows in the dead of winter?
I don't mind.
So it's like a January night. It's just fucking 12 degrees. And I got to get in the truck and I got to move the equipment. And it's not a fun feeling.
It is glorious when you finish your set, though, and you get to walk outside, though.
That is a thing.
You're like, oh, that's amazing.
But we're both so soaking wet post-set. Even in the summer, that's glorious. Even when I walk outside in the summer, I'm so hot. It's not as hot outside as it doesn't.
Why is it so hot up there? Always.
Johnny Mac is like, he sweats like a...
But no, he really moves his body.
He's being physically active. At least
Turns out there's a lot singing that we do cardiovascularly in a set. There's a lot of air running through all this.
Yeah, it takes a lot.
It does take a lot. It's a thing.
Do you guys like pumpkin stuff in the winter?
Fuck you. No.
Oh, excuse me. Well, fuck you right back.
I didn't really necessarily mean you.
Okay.
I meant like anything pumpkin.
Because I was going to say, we can take it out to the street right there.
God damn.
I know you'd lose, right?
Who?
He's a man. Have you seen his fucking
I've done
hands?
that before.
You're going to lose.
Okay, if you say so. Anyway, Dave, you don't like pumpkin.
I hugged you, and you went for 6 weeks. You couldn't move. I hugged you. Now, if I punched you dead on in the face, do you think it's going to go another way? Is that what you think?
Never do that, number one.
I know I wouldn't. But don't think that a woman can really beat up a man, because that's not a thing.
In my experience, I won every time.
Because they were holding back. You're a woman. You're a tiny woman. You're not even big.
Also, there's no way you can take me in a fight because I come from a fairly abusive household and I can take a punch like nobody's business. I can take a beating.
Meanwhile, we got Liberace over here.
I was showing them on the Facebook.
I wish I knew one Liberace song and I would sing it.
There are none.
I don't know it.
He took pieces of music, and are there hit singles?
Let me look.
I
I
wonder.
don't know. Like, does Liberace have
I
a
thought he
tune?
just played the piano and didn't sing.
He definitely sang
I
though,
feel like he did.
because he had a microphone.
Oh, yeah.
But I think it was orchestral type music. I was in a salon. Did you have Michael Douglas play fucking Liberace? Did you see that movie where Matt Damon's the gay lover?
He looked
Did
horrible.
not.
It was a great film.
I think we should watch it on the program.
Oh, that's a good idea.
That's a terrible idea.
Liberace's most popular single was Ave Maria, selling over 300,000.
Which is a standard that he played piano on. Can we bring? Hold on, maybe I can bring it up.
Dude, have you ever heard the Castrati? Have you ever heard this?
I don't even know what you're saying right now.
Okay. This is some crazy shit, okay? In the 17 and 1800s, mostly in Europe, and especially in Italy, where opera was huge.
Okay.
Young men, I mean, honestly, boys who showed any moniker of being talented vocally
Oh, they cut the balls off.
would get castrated.
Yeah.
And they would never hit puberty, and they had the weirdest fucking voices ever.
Yeah.
And there is a recording of, like an early recording of one of the last of these dudes, and you can hear it, and it's strange because you can tell it's a man, but it doesn't sound.
Does it sound like the Lollipop Guild? We should ask. Samantha.
No, it sounds like something you've never heard before. It's weird as shit.
All right, we have to have her find it.
They call it, if you type in the Castrati in YouTube, it's very strange.
And Liberace had quite a few songs he sang. I just pulled them up on YouTube.
It does sound good.
I mean, he's not a talented dude.
No, he is a talented dude. He's not a talentless dude.
Yeah. It's lovely.
It is lovely.
And now party time with Vex.
And you asked about it, and then this motherfucker had rods inserted into his cock
What?
that he could pump up like. Psst, 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 psst.
Is that a real thing?
Oh yeah,
Why?
because he had erectile dysfunction. This is before they made the pills. It's the 70s, so his cock wouldn't work.
He probably. He was,
I've had implants. It fills up with salt water, and then you could rock.
yeah? I mean, if that's your thing, I guess.
Did you ever see that movie Ed? Ed TV.
Yeah, about.
You know who's in Ed TV? A gentleman that may not have fucked a little girl to death is featured in the movie.
I don't think that's true.
I'm looking right at the cast.
Wait, what's not
I
true?
don't think it's true. I don't think. And frankly, I don't know that we should even bring it up on this program. Because
Bring up what, Dave?
Stop with Liberace playing.
it's certainly not with the great Liberace in the
I'm
background
feeling it.
on such a glorious day.
I would never say while Liberace is playing in the background that Rob Reiner may have fucked a little girl to death. I would never, ever, ever say that. Ever.
No, and especially with Liberace. Why? Why would you bring up the fact that allegedly
Allegedly.
Rob Reiner sodomized a small child to the point of her demise? Why would you say that?
To death.
I don't even know why. Fuck about a death! I don't know why you'd even say a thing like that.
This clip, when we clip it and put it up this week, will be very bizarre because of the clothing and the background music.
People are gonna be like, what the fuck went on the show today?
Comments, please.
Okay.
Cut Liberace.
All right, here we go.
Greg Denninger said, WTF. I don't know if it's about the jacket or like.
All of the above?
Right. Michael Gregory said, I know more songs by Tiny Tim than Liberace.
I know one by Tiny Tim.
Tiptoe
Right,
through the
Tiptoe Through
tulips.
Tulips. That's my kid's background music. Greg also said, putting me back to sleep. And Smed said, hey Dave, I might go to Tom and Jerry's later if you want to go grab a beer. No moonshine this time.
I will call you after the program.
Wait, who's playing tonight at Tom and Jerry's?
I don't know, probably nobody good.
Well, then why is he going to go?
Because he lives nearby and it's a decent spot.
Doghouse is playing a show tomorrow, I think in Warminster for some like adoption thing.
Okay.
It's in a park outside.
They wanted us to play, but King Sam's away on a trip.
That's going to be 105 degrees outside.
It's fun.
It'll probably be later in the day. It'll probably cool off
No,
all
it's
evening.
10 to 3.
Oh.
Suck it. Well, then I'm definitely not
It's in
going.
the flyer, it's 10 to 3, which is, that's early.
That's burn time.
Yeah, there will be. I will not be attending that.
Guess I'm bringing a hat.
I have previous plans. Sorry.
What are you doing tomorrow?
What are we doing tomorrow?
Greg said, I just brought back 8 bottles of moonshine, Smed.
Christ Almighty. No, tomorrow at that particular time, we will be putting some lessons in with our good friend Mel.
No shit.
Yeah,
Tomorrow's the first day.
tomorrow's day one.
Can I tell you something that you probably already know? That's going to take 3 minutes.
Well aware.
He already has the set.
Well aware.
He already has it. Go ahead.
Probably knows. He knows half of them already.
Yeah.
Smed said, Sanctuary is playing grunge covers, I think.
I love
All right.
grunge.
I'm down with that.
Who's Sanctuary? And is she selling it? Cult reference.
I see what you did there.
So you did there. All right, fuck it. I can't wait any longer.
No, I'm excited.
It is past an hour into the program.
Oh. Is it?
Country road, take me home to the place
I belong.
West Virginia, Mountain Mama, take me home.
Country road.
So good.
Oh, so
Whether there's a crowd in the back or not.
suck that, Liberace.
The not having the tacos hurts.
Huh?
The not having the tacos hurts.
Yeah, my stomach's hurting.
Like I'm like, I wish there were some tacos.
There's a
Kind of do wish there was some tacos.
Maybe I'll make
What
us.
do we have instead?
All right, are you ready?
Yeah, mamas.
You're on the camera. You're on the camera.
I am.
Please, drum roll. Dave, what is it?
We have our very own personalized Funko Pop.
Whoa!
Alcoholic Oprah.
Alcoholic
Can you see
Oprah.
that on camera?
We can see that on camera.
Oh, that's glorious. Now, I haven't even seen it yet. This is the
So check it out. Take a look and
Yo.
take it in.
Dude, it's fucking awesome. It has a beer and a microphone. And Chuck Taylor's. That's
For
fucking...
your request, I changed them from red to black.
Ah, that's good. I like that so much. Oh, that is so fucking cool.
You are one of one, sir.
Dude, that's a fact. I have my own Funko Pop.
Lower the lid because I think all of her information is now on YouTube.
My bad.
Mine's in there too, Dave. Can you pull mine out?
No, it's not about you. It's about Dave.
It's about me too.
I actually forgot yours was in there. I'm sorry. I was so enthralled by my own visage.
I just have to fix the glasses on mine
Why?
because they're a little sideways.
No, they're not. They're pretty straight.
Are
No, they're definitely sideways. The eyes aren't lined up.
We have the hole.
The hole.
Glorious. It's so
Again,
good.
lower the box by the floor.
they?
Ah,
Can you see what I'm holding?
you have a hammer.
Yeah.
And what else?
Cup of coffee.
Coffee. But why a hammer?
Yeah, why a hammer?
In case the purge fly, you know.
In case the purge. I think it's Johnny Max Weenus. The hammer.
Could be not so many words.
Where can I stick this?
Well, that's hers.
I mean, keep it on.
Oh, wait. There's a camera for the hole. Hold on.
Oh, shit.
There's a camera for the hole.
How's that look?
I don't know. We're figuring it out right now.
That's so good.
A little closer. Just a little further, I guess.
You don't think the glasses are crooked?
There you go. There you go.
How's
Yeah,
that look?
looks pretty cool.
Yes. It's amazing.
Michael Gregory said Paulie's new theme song, West Virginia, and he also said it's for Hammer Drunk.
Hammer drunk.
Paul who? Anyway.
Anywho, there it is. Oh my God. It's so good.
Is it?
It's,
It is.
It's fun.
The Vex X
What
Star
do you
Screen
have? You have a
Funko Pop.
microphone and what?
And my cell phone,
Oh, okay.
which is fitting.
Oh, you can see mine on the YouTube. It looks good.
There you go.
That's
Oh,
awesome.
okay.
So
No.
good.
My guy keeps moving around. He's wiggling. Look at that. That's a thing.
That's amazing. I can't believe we got these fucking things.
They exist. I can't believe that this one or that one is going to be inside Miss Pringles 2024.
Exactly.
But, no, I thought you guys were doing different ones and not using yourselves. Dave's not going to tarnish it.
No.
I was going to buy another one of mine. Yeah. And maybe put a Pringles can in his hand.
I would take another Funko with pink. Can you just get interchangeable like items
No, I want like pink pants because that's where it's going.
like Barbie shoes?
That'd be amazing.
Like, can you get accessories and just change out your Funko Pop accessories?
Funko Pop.
I think the accessories are like limited. I think they're keeping them kind of.
The fact that these are even in our hands.
It's glorious.
Like we can touch them, and they have the hard shell protective case because
So funny.
you spent the extra money.
I did, yeah.
I know.
It's so good. It's so good.
I'm gonna put mine right on top of the Les Paul next to the Starscream Johnny.
Dave's taking it all in.
It's pretty
I
cool.
really am.
It really
My
is.
beard's coming off a little bit. My beard is. It's frogs on the beard.
Back it up. Back it up. Back it up.
It's coming off.
Pull it back. There you go.
What's it? What do you mean? This one?
The left
oh,
side.
Your beard. Your real beard's coming off?
So,
No, they open though, so you
Yeah,
can.
you can
yeah,
open it
I'm gonna
and
have
fix
to reattach.
it.
It's all good.
We have Funko Pops.
Yes, my real beard is falling off. Fuck, what?
Yeah, I didn't get that either. I was just gonna let that
Fucking
I
slide.
thought that you were cutting it off.
Oh, fuck no.
Oh.
I do my best to cover up as much of this fucking face as I can.
Oh, you're a handsome boy. Don't say that.
It's only because I have a beard.
Interesting.
It's bad. It's bad. I think, honestly, I don't think my wife has maybe seen me without a beard once.
Did anybody comment on these Funko Pops? Anyone give a fuck?
Nobody. Last thing was it's Hammer Drunk.
Nobody gives a shit.
And we got 7 people in the chat.
You guys, nothing.
Nothing for us.
Thanks for your support.
Yeah, we're sad now. I'm not really sad.
I mean, they exist. Think about it though. Miss Pringles 2024 is going to have one of us inside of her. We should have a vote online of who it has to be.
It's not going to be
It's
me.
not going to be me.
Why do you guys say this? If it's
I
a
don't
vote.
want in anybody's orifice.
I'm married, and I believe that me being inside of anyone else transfers to any likeness of my intellectual.
Is that what you believe? Because that's the dumbest sentence ever. That is literally, you're like, I believe my essence is inside this portion of plastic. And if the plastic is inside someone
Use
else.
the word essence.
I know, I'm mocking you.
Don't do that. That's not nice. Essence is like.
Do you know the Dane Cook essence story?
I don't like
Probably. Why don't you like Dane
It's
Cook?
just a fucking
And I don't fucking like Dane Cook either.
I like him in
No?
the movie of the month. I thought that was a funny movie.
But not him. It's an ensemble cast for that film. You know what the movie I like him in? And please help me with this. The guy from Dances with Wolves is a serial killer. Mr. Brooks, I think it's called. And Dane Cook is in that film.
Kevin Costner?
Yeah.
Okay.
I believe it's Mr. Brooks. He's a serial killer.
Yeah, Kevin Costner, William Hurt's in it all.
William Hurt is the voice inside his head, but he's in the movie.
Okay.
So he's like, you know they're going to smell the blood on you, right? They smell your gun oil. They're going to get you. It's in his head, but it's not. It's amazing.
That's awesome.
You should watch that movie. It's
Sounds awesome.
really good.
Michael Gregory said, I need to see the Funko Pops in person.
All right, quit your job.
They're here.
They're here.
And we're here every Friday and requested you appear
Several times. You can go to fucking Delaware for emergencies and shit, but you can't take an emergency, come hang out with us for the fucking morning. No.
Angie said, oh, my neighbor was just here. I missed the Funko Pops, of course.
They're on camera?
They're on camera. Oh, no, they're not on camera because it's on fucking YouTube. Hold on.
Oh, your turn.
The turd.
Sound like the Swedish chef. I'm going to try and fix my beard.
Yeah, fix it.
And then someone just commented.
Oh.
Michael Gregory said, I think the Vex Pop will be picky on who it enters. We need to see the quality of the 2024 Miss Pop candidate.
I don't think it's going to be that. He's going to be that picky.
Well, if it's anything like 2020 Vex,
I mean, are you really going to put your own inside?
I'm going to buy another one.
I'm going to buy another one. Wait.
See, I didn't even touch mine. Dave's smarter than me. I didn't even take mine out of the box
I
yet.
didn't move mine because it was a sideways.
I thought you said, but why are the glasses still weird then? Dave, that's so cool.
I just want to get the beard back.
I don't want to fucking touch mine now, god damn it. I didn't touch it. I didn't open it. I didn't do anything.
Oh, you didn't?
There's a lid.
Yeah.
There's like a lot of shit going on. It's alright. Well,
Did you fix it?
it doesn't really want to be fixed. Hey, maybe I got it. Yeah, it's good enough. Beard doesn't quite fit the head, but it's close enough.
Man, you're making her feel bad. You should just lie.
Oh, it's fucking awesome.
Frank said, it looks like Paul Schaefer in that.
She's not lying.
Yo, don't make fun of Paul Schaefer.
Paul Schaefer wrote It's Raining Men. Just remember that shit.
Did he?
Hallelujah, it's raining men.
That was a Chippendale song, too, wasn't it?
Yes.
Chippendales don't play that when they do their little show.
Probably. I know.
Why would we know the answer to that question?
Oh, I don't know.
I can tell you this. I was unaware of exactly. Look at it. Look at it.
It's pretty good. It's pretty good, dude.
No offense. You might get offended by this. Your Funko Pop looks like if Morty from Rick and Morty got cancer.
That doesn't offend me. That's amazing.
Oh, wait, it's gotta go back. Fuck. There's too many moving parts here.
No. You're doing it wrong. You're doing it wrong. You're doing it wrong.
Oh, it goes back in this box?
And then that box goes in that box.
Come over there and get it.
Nah, my experience with boxes is limited.
If we chop this head open, is there a brain inside of it? Is that real?
I don't think
I don't
so.
think so. I think it's just empty.
Can we order a Funko Pop of someone we don't like to find out?
Yes.
So that none of us will feel bad about
So
wrecking
we'll
it?
get the Mike Collins one and chop its head open on program.
That's so mean.
Michael Gregory said, I think that means a tour guide had it covered just to jiggle up.
I do love that song.
It sucks.
Ba-doom, doom, doom, doom.
Boozy, boozy, bop.
Skibbity bop.
Is the beard staying on?
Yeah, that's good.
I ain't got nobody. Nobody cares for me.
Saddle only. Saddle only.
Come and take a chance with me, 'cause I ain't so bad.
That's amazing.
I feel like me and Dave are really taking up residence here.
I mean, yeah.
All right, I think there's sticky stuff that are supposed to hold the feet at the bottom. Oh, I just found it. So there's some rubber cement.
Oh,
All right.
mine didn't have that.
You didn't look. It was probably there.
I had it out. I just came right out. I went right back in. I have a Funko Pop of myself.
It's pretty amazing. You got to pull it back further. You keep messing up the camera, Joel. There you go.
I can't see it.
All right, no. Turn. I didn't say turn it because it was turned perfect. There you go.
Nailed it.
Nailed it.
My wall of weird Funko Pops.
You wanted this in your life. Like, I don't have a Funko Pop. No one loves
I
me.
didn't say that. That's not how it went down at all.
And then you called me a faggot.
No! Look, man, you put on that jacket. all
You
right?
said you wanted to see it. You make.
He said, love them.
She said she wanted to see it.
That's
Now my shit wiggled. Look, he's
That's what
turned.
she said.
stop it. No,
Dude, look, it's stuck in the wrong direction.
That's okay.
That's what we get for fucking with my guys.
No, he's stage left.
Yeah, he's stage left.
Fantastic.
Just like Ozzy working with Tony Iommi. You stand over there. I'm singing. No. All right. That happened.
have you guys always had his particular side?
King Sam's changed.
Yeah.
So when we started, he was stage left always, and then he left for a while, and we got a new bass player in the interim, and that bass player was phenomenal, and he was stage left. So when Sam came back, he's like, I don't give a fuck, I'll stand right. So then we had a rhythm guitar player and a bass player stage left for a long time, and then when that bass player left, Sam went right back to stage left, and it's been that way ever since. So since 2008, he's stage left.
Okay.
But I will tell you this. I've been unplugging his guitar for the better part of 3 decades.
Why?
I run around like a psychopath. There's like wires and shit.
No. I try not to do that.
So now I only, if you noticed, like, did you watch the show on Saturday?
Yeah.
I used to go to the bass player side of the stage to drink. Because if I go to the guitar player side, I'll unplug something.
Okay. Don't do that. That's bad.
I'm barred from that.
I operate on opposite sides in 2 different bands right now. It's weird.
I watch you dead center. What are you talking about?
No, like, but my bass,
Oh, the
it's
player.
all-
No, I'm going to tell you right now, the correct way, in my humble opinion, is a New Legacy's way. That's the way it should be.
No, I just let Gary do whatever Gary wants.
I know. But like the Guitar Hero, going, and I don't even like Zeppelin, but going back to then, since the 60s, you stand left. Guitar Hero is left. Bass is right. And then Hendrix wasn't. Hendrix was always right. Did you remember
He was
that?
backwards, so it's all right.
Ha ha. That's a good point.
Ah,
We have Funko Pops.
it's so fucking cool.
It's going to kill me that he's like stage left.
You can fix it.
Yeah, but that's like effort.
I don't know.
It's hard.
It depends how bad it bothers you, I guess.
Yeah, I'm only going to see it on Fridays. It's not going to be a thing.
It's amazing.
She's
So
typing
good.
away over there. We fine. Anything good? All right, here's one. A man was arrested following a 3-day standoff as he tried crossing the Atlantic Ocean in a human-powered hamster wheel.
When you say crossing the Atlantic, where from and where to?
I got to be honest, if she wasn't so busy, perhaps she could look it up, because I
I'm
don't...
gonna look it up.
Okay. I feel like it was maybe a UK thing.
And he was trying to get to what, New York?
No, it's like the English Channel, but it's 3 days, so I don't know. Maybe he was leaving New York to go over there. But
There's no way you're getting.
wouldn't you do it in the Pacific? It's less cold if you were going to do it.
I mean, I don't know. I don't know how that works.
How do you have the nail shirt with your name on it?
I ordered it.
No shit, that's a thing?
Yes.
Okay, so that guy attempted voyage from Florida to London.
Yep, there you go.
Where he's trying to go. But they caught him on the coast of Georgia last month.
That's nowhere near London.
Okay.
No. It's,
That's the New York Times is saying.
No, he probably got sucked up.
oh yeah, you got caught in the tides. You can't fight
Is
tides.
it
in
the
hamster
Gulf
wheel.
Stream? Is that what it's called?
Yeah.
Yeah. That's on the other side of Florida.
You can't fight the tides.
No, you can't.
Interesting.
That's crazy. So he literally made it up the coast. Like, how long was he out there? Did it say?
He,
Well, 3 days.
yeah, 3 days.
3 days, and he got 1 state away. I bet he was salty as fuck. I bet he got tired fast as fuck.
Human hamster wheel.
Courtney Andrews said that's a very Florida thing to do.
Amen. Florida man captured blah, 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 right?
I love Florida, man.
It's a thing.
I love the fact there's a website that you can go on and you can type in your birthday and it'll give you a Florida man headline from your birthday.
Well, she's gone, otherwise.
Yeah. When is your birthday?
When's your birthday? I was just going to ask you.
April
What is it, for what?
25th.
Not 420?
No.
That's Hitler's birthday.
Yeah.
And then 421 was my second wife's birthday. So you're 425?
Yep.
That's a pretty good number. Mine's September 27th.
Ah,
It's me and Avril Lavigne. And Mark Maron, the comedian.
I had a thing for Avril Lavigne.
A lot of people did. I didn't. It was never anything
Kind
good.
of did it for me for a minute.
Do you know that she was country music before they made her like a pop princess? For them?
No, I think I would have preferred that.
And she was like Taylor Swift. And,
That's
and
cool.
they were like,
Little
all right.
Tay-Tay action.
Little what?
Tay-Tay.
Well, there wasn't any yet. She was like 12.
I
so
know.
It was pretty. There was negative Tay-Tay. So.
I don't really dig the Tay-Tay. Doesn't really do it for me.
You're an ass man?
No, that's what they call Taylor Swift.
For real?
Tay-Tay.
I thought they were just breasts.
No, that's Tata.
Okay, that makes sense.
There's a big difference.
Is there big or are they little? Anyway.
Depends.
For Taylor Swift,
Yeah, there's not much going on there.
What are your thoughts on Taylor Swift?
I'm not a huge fan.
Is she Anton LaVey's recycled fucking...
I did hear that,
Did you hear
and man,
visually,
it's close.
and the other one was a songwriter.
Yeah.
So that's a little fucked up.
Thing.
And she vanished in 1990 or 89, right when Taylor Swift was born.
Wow.
Uh-huh.
See?
Do
you think she's living on,
All right, you want to get into it for a second?
Yeah, let's go.
I was seeing a woman whose kid was into the shit. So I know more than I should know because I wouldn't know anything.
Okay.
Her performances look almost demonic at a portion of the show.
Okay.
With like the red lights and the people and the cloaks. It looks like some shit you'd see like in a devil movie.
Nice.
And if you're a devil worshiper, I guess that's right up your fucking alley. This jacket sucks. I'm getting hot as fuck.
You're the devil.
I'm Anton LaVey. My hair fell out. I'm just going to be creepy.
So, I don't know, man. Anton LaVey is a little fucking weird on his own.
You know why I have no respect for Anton LaVey, if I'm honest? His mother and father die, and he inherited a shitty house that he just painted black. And he died in that same house.
Yeah.
So you start an entire fucking religion, and you couldn't even get a bigger house?
I guess not.
I mean, he didn't really work, so that's kind of, I guess, a win. I don't know.
However, speaking of the same house, unfortunately, recently, our dearly departed Bob Barker left the world at 99 years of age.
Yeah, but who gives a fuck? You're 99. How long you want to be here?
I read an article that said Bob Barker lived in the house that he bought in like 1954 until the day he died. He never moved.
But it was a nice fucking house in Hollywood or some
he wasn't
shit.
Making bank in 54, dude.
No, it's not that. I'll explain it to you. Was it Hollywood?
I don't know.
Where was Bob Barker's house, young lady?
Because
here's why. If you purchased a 4-bedroom home in 1954, right?
Yeah.
For
$1,800.
Exactly in Hollywood for like, what are you paying? $5,000, maybe $6,000, right?
Yeah.
So you buy that house. It was probably worth $1.2 million when he died, just because of proximity.
He was on Outpost Drive in Los Angeles.
Boom. And so what's the worth of that house? It's why I'm going to say 1.2 million minimum.
I'm sure it's probably up there.
And then as he made more money, instead of leaving, he paid off the original house and then probably added pools and like hot tubs. Maybe he bought the guy next door and like, you know what I mean? Like, that's a thing.
So his house was worth $3 million and he lived in since the 70s.
Okay. All right. So not the 50s, the 70s.
Oh.
And so the first person I saw pull that off correctly was the Playboy guy.
Hugh Hefner.
Hugh Hefner bought his house and his mansion and the whole fucking thing. It was like $1.5 million. It was worth like, it's like $45 million estate when he died. Yeah. Just because it's going to, you know what I mean? It's a compound.
I heard it was a shithole by the time he died, though.
Because he was like neglectful.
Yeah.
But the fucking grounds are still the grounds and people want the grounds.
Yeah.
Plus, it's kind of famous. I don't know. I heard the dogs ran wild, pissing shit everywhere.
There was a time when, like, Playboy Mansion was like the thing. It was the dream,
Also, I don't want to have crabs, and I feel like it's probably a pretty prevalent thing there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And dude, and you don't know, man. Them crabs could have been there for generations.
Like, they're generations of crabs. I know that he never shaved his old balls, so he probably had crabs his entire life and just kind of got used to it. You know what I mean?
God, that's disgusting.
And then that whole, remember the fucking E! Network television program they had?
Yeah.
That whole fucking thing.
With the girls that were like his girlfriend.
And one from Pennsylvania spun off. She married a football player who turned out to be, he was half a gay or something.
Might have been.
Got caught
with the thing with a cock. So that's gay, by the way, in case you're wondering.
Yeah.
Kendra. Garbage. I mean, I'd fuck her, but garbage.
I mean, look. Yeah. That's no bearing.
But would I date her? No.
No.
Would I tell her where I live? No. Would I tell her my name's Timmy? Yes.
We would go to her house. Yes.
I would just get one of those cheap motels.
You got a bus.
That's true.
Courtney said kept the crabs as pets.
Oh my god, that's gnarly.
They could have generations of crabs. You could have fucking grandpa crabs at this point.
All right, here's what you need to do for me. What is the life, not expectancy, the lifespan of a genital crab?
Yeah.
I'm going to say a week.
Life.
Maybe 2 weeks. I mean, they would make other babies, but how long?
Somehow crabs is disgusting, and yet pubic lice is somehow worse.
It is worse.
Okay, so.
Crabs.
The lifespan.
Who decided to call it that? I want to know who the first
No,
guy
they're
was.
shaped like
It
crabs.
says pause your sex life until the crabs go away, which is usually 2 weeks.
That's all I got to do? No one told me.
So wait, you can ride out crabs?
That's what it says, but just pause your sex life for 2 weeks.
Fuck that.
Don't they mate and make more crabs in your balls,
That's
though?
what I thought. Like, I thought they were like an indefinite thing.
So wait, all right, I wonder if hot honey really works. I've heard that before, like really hot honey.
Female crabs will lay 30 eggs during their 3 to 4 week lifespan.
So they live 3 to 4 weeks.
Yeah.
But they lay eggs.
Yeah.
So if you got crab eggs in your balls.
No, all right. Here's the question, though, right? Soap doesn't kill the crabs.
Right.
I bet you soap kills the eggs. No, because anything that's in an egg form is a lot weaker than the physical thing that it becomes.
You're not wrong. Can we find out about this?
This is amazing.
This is great conversation.
I mean, you're married, and I don't fuck anything with hair, so I don't know.
Is there any way for the show we can get you to intentionally contract crabs?
There's nothing down there. I got to grow it out for the show?
So
Yeah.
Lindane shampoo is the prescription that can kill lice or the crabs and the crab eggs.
And why is it me? No,
I'm not doing it. I'm married.
he's married.
That's why.
Can't we do... How do
This is your penance for fucking up your marriage.
marriages?
Harry, I was trying to be nice, man.
Me and Dave were just shooting out ideas.
No. I don't mind contracting the crabs for the program.
Not if they're gonna be gone in 2 weeks.
No, not that. I will go right to the shower with the pink shampoo shit, the poison.
No, the whole point is to find out if they really die.
I'm not living with it for 2 weeks.
That was the whole point. I don't give a shit.
No, I'll give you 2 hours. That's what you get.
But that's not the full
2 weeks. Total Recall. 2 weeks.
I'm not living with it for 2 weeks.
Find somebody with them and have them die.
Who the fuck would admit it?
I don't know. You found somebody for the Pringles guy.
Right? Can we get somebody on the show with crabs that you'll never let them in your house?
That's the thing, too. Does it get on the furniture? Like, I don't need that in my life.
Get the fuck out of my house.
Like, do I fuck them in the yard?
God.
Actually, I don't have to fuck them.
But it's hard.
I can take my limp penis and just rub it against their pubis.
Now, what we should do is find out.
This is disgusting.
It wasn't my idea.
It's disgusting.
Now, here's the real question.
This is, we gotta clip all
Does
this. Hold on.
gasoline on your pubis kill crabs?
I bet you it does, and that's why I don't have them.
Lindane shampoo.
I bet you it
Fuck your
does.
pussy shampoo bullshit, dude. I'm gonna set my dick on fire.
Okay, Bex, so here. It is really rare for genital crabs to get on the furniture because they cannot live long away from a warm human body or hold on to smooth surfaces such as toilet seats. So they're not going to get on the
No,
furniture.
I'm like a fucking turtle shell here. So like, what?
Get a tarp and cut that part out and just have the hole. Like that scrotum thing we talked about before that the guy had on the show.
No, you're not hearing me. There's no hair for it to latch onto.
Well, the girl would have hair, I'm sure.
Listen to the words I'm saying.
It can't transfer.
How does it?
Because-
What's it going to clip onto? It can't hold on to
Because he
skin.
himself is saying that he is smooth like the
Then throw
toilet
your
seat.
shit in for a little
I
bit.
can't do that.
All right, well then I don't know what to tell you.
It wasn't my
I
idea.
guess the idea went to shit, Steve.
You know what? You're just
Now we have to start a GoFundMe to contract crabs. So now we need money to go to K&A.
Yeah.
you're gonna get more than crabs there.
Oh, God.
No, I'm not going to fuck them. I'm going to rub my pubis against their pubis.
Who's documenting that? Because that would be illegal, correct?
No, it's
If you film it, it's totally
not
legal.
illegal.
And it's not even intercourse.
Yeah, it counts as pornography if you film
If
it.
you film it. I'll film it on my phone. I don't give a fuck.
Vex is fairly litigious. I feel like he could draw up a waiver.
In 3 seconds. I think I have it on my computer.
Yeah.
You just got to change a few lines. Insert crabs where you would have like...
Yeah.
This is a fucking den of iniquity. And
Dave's idea.
Courtney said Miss Krabs 2023. We had Miss Pringle 2023. This could be Miss
In her industry, ask Courtney if she knows someone that probably has the issue.
I'm going to ask her.
What's her industry?
She works in a questionable industry. That's all we're going to say.
Fair. That's all I needed to know.
How do we get crabs in 2023? I should Google that.
That's just gonna send your algorithm.
Because I can just get regular lice at this point. All right, so
But it's not the same.
do you know why they're called crabs?
Because they look like crabs.
They're shaped like crabs, and they have little big pinchers like crabs do.
We are the crabs. We are the crabs. Remember the Chappelle show?
All the STDs.
Yeah. Hey, Dave. Ain't seen you in a while. Get away from me, you dirty motherfucker.
Gonorrhea.
So then what could you contract that we could?
What the fuck?
Why are we trying to give him an STD?
The only STD I ever had was chlamydia that my long-term girlfriend gave me in the early 90s and then convinced me that I gave it to her and I fell for it. I was like,
That's
maybe I did. I'm sorry. I don't know. I
Really
know.
fucked up.
She fucked at some...
Courtney said, I'm not sure about the crabs, but I do know some big bush ladies. So the bad
Like legit bush or is it Merkin?
Ah, see, I don't know.
Is the Merkin industry still in existence?
Oh, my... Because we're going to order them. Yeah, we're going to get them on Amazon. There's
We
Merkins
can
on
still
Amazon.
purchase a Merkin?
Yeah, we can still do it. I saved the link in my cart.
But who? I mean, there's already
It's
an.
not real.
I don't want a Merkin in my house.
You're gonna have three.
For New Year's Eve.
What did you say?
I thought we were going home for New Year's Eve.
She's got a plan. She's like,
I think you made this plan up.
we did not discuss anything
I don't
like that.
remember discussing Merkins on New Year's Eve.
Courtney said, chances are high, investigation shall commence.
Beautiful. Please let us know.
I don't think anybody would admit it. If you had it, you'd be embarrassed. You wouldn't tell anybody. And then you would just go buy the shampoo.
I don't know.
I think people would say, I don't think it would be like a hidden, because nowadays that's like probably nothing to tell
If you
people.
Google it, because I've done it before, crabs is all but stamped out because of modern grooming.
If I was a single man, and I contracted crabs, I would probably tell everybody.
I would tell them when it was over. Probably on the podcast.
Yeah. Probably
But the more that have I told you the story when I thought I got it the one time?
no.
I never told you the story.
No.
I think I have.
I don't think you
I've
did.
never heard that.
In the biography, 12 Feet Tall and Bulletproof, the Vex X autobiography by Vex. Does it say Vex X? Yeah. Anyway, all right.
Available on Lulu.com.
Lulu.com for your publishing needs. Or actually purchasing. Well, no one can afford pieces of pricing. The fucking thanks, Joe Biden. You know what I'm saying? No one can afford it.
See what this is costing us.
The inflation alone. Now it's $120. What are you going to do?
120.
Inflation! It went up 20%. Everybody knows this. Thanks, Joe Biden. All right. I was not 21. There was still winter bush around my balls, right? I was a child. Probably 19. The band was like in a downward spiral. We were starting to kind of fucking break apart. It's like 96, I'm going to say. Yeah, 96. So I was 20. I was 20 years old. And my car got wrecked. So now I was like relegated to taking the bus everywhere for a few months till I saved up for a new car, right? A drunk driver had demolished my car. I started going to, somebody took me to a coffee shop and it was a really good vibe. And I'd never been there. It's called Last Drop Coffee Shop.
Okay.
It's in Center City near South Street area. And I started frequenting there. And I would only go there like on Monday nights. That was like my night. I'd work in the city. I'd get done work. I'd go to the coffee shop. And I would just hang out there for fucking till close. And I made friends with a group of people. One of them was like, oh my God, I saw your band play. This guy named Mike. Nice guy. And he had like this goth girlfriend who was thick but sexy. A little thick. Very sexy. And that was his girlfriend. And they were a thing. So I hung out with these people for like a month. And then one night, Mike wasn't there. And she's like, hey, want to walk me home? And I'm filthy. So I'm like, yeah, yes I do. So we go back to
Mike's
her.
not that great a friend.
I didn't know. He wasn't a friend. He was a fan of the band. Let's speak the truth.
Then it's definitely okay.
Don't know his last name. Can still see his face in my mind, but it was like pushing 30 years ago, so he looks drastically different, I'm sure.
Probably.
Right, I need to read this comment so Michael Gregory doesn't yell that I didn't read it. 2 weeks ago, sucking your own dick. Last week, smelling a dick. This week, contracting genital crabs in their lifespan. This is becoming a sex ed podcast for Beavis and Butthead.
Quote of the week.
The whole quote?
No, take out the first two.
Yeah.
Last week, this week, blah, blah.
This week's going on the board.
You know, you say this week and then the rest of the quote. Do you understand?
No.
This is
Okay.
becoming a sex ed review.
Is that what you want as the quote of the week?
No, listen. This is the quote of the week. But the first two lines we're taking off. Where
Okay,
it's,
so just this week contracting
Thank
genital,
you, thank
and
you.
then this is becoming the
Yes.
sex ed podcast.
Love
I
it.
have to write it on the board.
yes.
Yeah, thank you, because you yelled at me last week.
Well, you're supposed to take the board down.
I don't wanna do
It
that.
sounds like this when you're writing.
And
You'll be fine.
and we're nothing on this show if not professional.
Well, fucking yeah. So,
At least our show hasn't been sabotaged this week.
it's early.
I'm hit by technical.
No, she's down the shore.
Oh, okay. We're safe.
We made sure. We took her out of the state.
Tits McGee is off this week.
I'm Veronica Corningstone. Holy shit, that's funny.
Yeah.
All right. So, I don't know. I don't remember the coitus per se. Not that it was bad or anything, but like I just don't remember it.
Not memorable.
So, but I'm using Captain Trojan because it's the 90s and I'm like trying to be a good little young man, you know.
Yeah, fuck that.
I'm just saying. That's what
Raw
happened.
dog, bro.
But this is the 90s.
Fuck that.
MTV told me I had AIDS. I had to be careful. It was a thing. So I did the condom and I get off of her and we're in this like shitty little student's apartment. It's not quite an efficiency, but it's not far off of it.
Right.
And I go into this closet that's a bathroom. And it's got a toilet and a sink, and I guess there was a shower, but it was behind a curtain. It was very dark. I don't know. So I look at my dick, and I'm going to work this condom off and wash my dick in the sink before I go home and do my walk of shame to the fucking elevated train, right? And at the base of my penis, at the end of my ball afro, before my dick starts to take off shuttle-wise, at the base, I see a spot.
Right where your chest pubes connect with your ball, bro.
Exactly. I see a spot. And I had the silent scream in her bathroom, like, right? Because I didn't know where to buy the shampoo at the time. Do I have to go to a doctor? I'm like, oh my God, I have a fucking crab on my dick. And if I see one crab, there's 1,000, right? And I'm mortified. Like this whole thing. So I reach down with my nails and it's just a fuzz off of her underwear. And I was like, and I remember thinking to God, I'm going to make better choices going forward, Lord.
And you lied to yourself.
And to God, it turns out. So I wash my dick in the sink. I'm mortified. And then I take the train home. And I remembered my rule was if I woke up the next day and nothing was itching, we've had a good night. Because that's how it works. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And so I went home to my mom's house because I was a child still. And I go to my little stupid, I had a captain's bed with the drawers underneath of it. And I sleep in my captain's bed. I woke up, my balls
Did
were
it just
fine.
have drawers or did it have like the little tucked in bed under there?
No drawers. That was my storage for like sweaters, Cosby sweaters, if you will. And so, yeah, that was
You know
the...
what the tucked in bed it's called under there?
No.
It's called a trundle bed.
No, it's
It is.
a trundle.
It's called a trundle bed.
Act like... Oh, that's crazy.
That's all right. The ones like where you open up the doors and it folds out of the wall.
Hold on. I know what that's called. Murphy bed.
Yes.
We used to sell them.
Really?
Because the woodworking and shit, like the apparatus, my
You
company,
sold a Murphy bed.
we used to sell the Murphy beds. And you have to assemble it yourself. It was a bitch. That's for poor people, I guess. I don't know. I have space.
Yeah, I don't need that. Thank you. No, it probably would. I mean, in some instances, it would be convenient. You have a lot more room for activities.
It can't.
Can we just become best friends?
Yup!
You want to go do karate? In the
Yup!
garage?
Did you see the lost footage I put up?
Count of three. Let's say our favorite dinosaur. 1, 2, 3. Velociraptor.
Who's the sexiest man to be attracted to, even though you're heterosexual? John Stamos. And then your favorite magazine, non-pornographic, to jerk off to.
Good housekeeping.
We just become best friends?
Yup.
Michael Gregory said, my wife wants to put one of those back in the bedroom.
You're married, Vic. Good luck. I even know the garage she wants, not garage, I know the closet she wants to use. That's where I used to hide my condoms, Mike, in that closet.
Why are you hiding condoms?
I was Catholic. I don't know. My mom found my 60, I bought a 60 pack of condoms. I don't know why. And so she says to me, she tried to embarrass me in front of the family at dinner. She's like, why did you need 60? And I kept a straight face and I'm like, Mom, it's a 4-day weekend.
Yes!
Did not go over well. Boom, bang, bam. It didn't go over well. Didn't go over well. Very mad.
I think back to how fucking disgusting I was as a teenager and young adult. Like, I was such a grimy piece of shit.
I can tell.
Can you show? I feel like I'm better off now, but I was pretty
I mean, you're
grimy.
married to a clean freak. Of course you're better off.
Yeah.
But if you weren't married to her, I can tell.
I'd be grimy.
There are things in this house where if the slightest details are missed by my cohabitator that I just go, how'd you not fucking see that? How did you not? With your eyes. So I just clean it up. Don't say anything.
That's what you have to do as a clean freak.
I think living with a heterosexual man, that's just life.
So I literally remember like my first apartment was such a shit heap. And like I had a mattress on the floor.
Of course you did.
It didn't have like piss stains on it.
I've never had a mattress on the floor in my entire arc of my existence.
I did. And literally around my bed, like around the bed area, was just like dirty clothes, condoms, liquor bottles, and empty packs of cigarettes.
So you just said no condom. So you're a liar.
Oh yeah,
You're a liar.
I was definitely, I was.
You thought you had AIDS too from MTV.
Oh fuck yeah!
All right. This is a topic you had brought to the program.
Did I?
And you made a list, you said.
Oh, I did make a list.
As a person...
Did you make a list?
No.
Okay.
Because I want to hear your list.
Okay.
And we'll see if we agree. As a human being who is in a working band, you're in 2.
All right.
What are the top 10 dumbest things you hear from fans?
I only came up with 8. There
Okay.
were only 8 of my go-tos.
Your top 8.
Let me dig it up here. Where did I put it? Okay, here we go.
Here we go.
Play Freebird is number fucking 1.
Well, of course it is, but that's like the most common thing ever.
I hate that shit.
I don't hear it anymore. We don't.
It happens way less now.
Yeah, right. It's like not even a thing. Because we're
People,
old.
now I get. You ever hear people just yell Slayer?
Not to me, but yeah. I mean, have you seen me on stage?
Yeah.
I have a fag.
I mean,
No one's saying, "Do you play Raining Blood? I love it. It's so good."
the drunk guy that asks if he could sing a song with you. Have you had that?
Again, half a fag. Most drunk guys want to stay away from that. So these things aren't any problems in my life so far.
Okay. What bands does your band sound like?
That one is everybody.
That's fucking annoying as fuck.
I just always say Velvet Revolver. and they know who that is.
No, I try to say shit. I'm like, I don't fucking know, man.
We're big on Liberace.
Yeah, huge.
Huge.
Somewhere between Liberace and Cannibal Corpse.
That's a good one. What's your band sound like?
I fucking hate that.
All right, can I tell you mine? I'm going to interject.
Yes, please.
This is the worst thing in the world.
Go ahead. It's probably on my list.
You guys are actually really good.
Yes, it's on my list. I fucking hate
Why do
that.
you assume I do something for decades and suck at it? And
Yeah.
You're like, well, you know, because local bands, like, that's what people think, but you're actually really good.
Yeah, thanks, dick.
That's the worst. That's my number one.
It's the worst underhanded
Compliment by
fucking-
every girl I fucked. You guys are actually really good. Get out of my house.
Remind me to talk to you about something off there.
Do you ever get anybody that says, why are you guys charging a cover? Why do you guys sell tickets?
No.
No.
Commerce doesn't, no, not to me. That come up to you?
Well, I mean, I'm not in a band.
No, but like your husband's in like 7
Yeah, but
bands.
he doesn't
He's
really
in both of ours.
Yeah, I know.
How incestuous is life now? Okay?
It's so fucking
Okay.
weird.
Johnny Mac is the original drummer for Soundmind
Yeah.
in this incarnation, right?
Uh-huh.
He's replaced by a guy named Rich. Great fucking drummer.
Right.
Rich, because Paul Moves, reaches out to me and is like, hey, I want to play bass in Starscream. And I'm like, get the fuck out of here. You're a fucking drummer. You don't know.
Yeah.
He's amazing.
Turns out he knows.
So, you know what my entire band practice is now? Drum talk.
Yeah.
That's exciting.
I bet it's not.
Let me
I
tell
bet
you.
it fucking
Just like,
sucks.
so what do you do with your kid when you do this and this, that, and the Everest there, you know? And then Rich is like, well, actually, what I do. And John's like, that's amazing. I'm going to try that kid. What kind of beat are you using?
That's right, Johnny Mac's alley, though.
My fucking, band practice used to be guitars and cars. And now it's just fucking
You
drums.
should just take up smoking so you can go outside.
So Sam and talk about guitars and cars.
Yeah.
All right, go ahead. What about you? Incestuous, you said.
Oh, yeah. I mean, just all told. Because you can get into it even further now. Because fucking Johnny Mac's my drummer too.
Yes, he is.
Right? And the bass player for Soundmind, whose drummer is now your bass player, their bass player is also my bass player with your drummer and my drummer. It's fucking weird.
So it's getting
It's
heavy.
getting weird.
And I swear to God,
And now the dude that's going to fill in for my bass player, because my bass
it's
player
in Johnny Mac's other
it's in Johnny
band.
Mac's other band.
Oh, my God.
Could you imagine if Rich had to play bass in fucking Pistol Razor and Starscream
Be amazing.
and be the drummer of Soundmind?
We should just put the two together and just have a super group.
I've said that many
He
times.
would murder Gary in 14 seconds.
I could stay home. Watch the Eagles game or something. Starscream's playing where? It's awesome. Fun. How much money?
That's crazy.
And Larry tried out for Starscream, which is how he got the gig in Pistol Razor.
Yeah.
It's really bad.
Michael Greger said this is like Inception with local Philly bands.
He's not lying.
It really is.
He's not
fucking
lying.
strange.
Veronica Vaughn didn't tune in.
She did not. Oh, wait a minute. But Johnny Mac did. He said, what can I say? Bring people together. LOL.
I mean, it's kind of a thing, man.
It's his fucking fault.
So not only do people say that about my bands, like, you guys are actually good. Fuck yourself, all right? Number one, I'm fucking well aware.
It's not a compliment, number one.
Dickhead, all right? It's bad enough when they say it about the band, but, like, when I walk off stage, people are like, I didn't expect that to come out of you. The fuck does that mean, asshole?
I mean, I can tell you what that means.
What does it mean?
It's exceptional. And it makes no sense that you're in a local band playing a shitty bar that we're all drinking in. No. That's because the first time I saw you sing, I was like, whoa.
That's not true at all.
How do you fucking know what it sounds like when you sing? No.
I've
You
heard
see it
I'm
from...
like, eh.
You don't know what you're talking about. You see it from your end. I'm telling you the truth. You got on stage, you look like this.
Yeah.
You open your fucking mouth and I'm like, why is he here? Why is he
Does it look like this?
Well, why aren't you on tour? Like, I'm saying, like, it doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense.
Just never worked itself out, man.
And I'm with you, but I'm just saying. You didn't look...
Veronica is here. She said, present, been here, but I didn't see her, so I apologize. And Smith said, I got an OMG, you're like in a real band. That's what people say to him.
You're like in a real band.
That, to be fair, every time they meet him, he's really drunk. So to understand how skilled of a musician he is, you wouldn't put it together.
Yeah. I mean,
Because you're like, that guy's like drunk. And then he gets on stage like, oh my God, he can really play. Oh my God, you're in a real band. Oh my God. You don't know. You're running out of list?
No, I got a couple more. Hey, you guys play any covers? What songs do you play?
All original, thank you. That's what I said.
Yeah.
All original.
Yeah, it's annoying. I hate that.
They stopped doing that to us too. I'm telling you, it's girls I date. You're actually really good.
I
Yeah,
hate that so fucking much.
I know, it's like the worst. For me, that's number one.
What did you think? I was going to go up there and suck? Like, I've been doing this a long time.
Decades.
Like, I could have fallen into being half decent by now. Like, what the fuck?
If you put this much time into something, you're going to get better. Just the way it works.
And this isn't so much something people say to me at shows, but like, and I'm sure you do too, I have a fucking like day of show thing. Like I like my day of show day to go a certain way, and it upsets me if things are out of whack and off kilter or get in the way of that.
Now, I got to tell you, we've done some touring in Starscream, and that goes right out the fucking window.
I can get used to it. It's
Because
fine.
you have to adapt that every day you wake up. Hey, I've been out where my voice went
yeah.
because you don't really sleep right and you don't eat right,
Oh yeah.
and then you're kind of hoarse, and that's not good. Like, you know what I mean? So I've had that happen.
Oh my god, that last show we played at halftime, the Spread Eagle,
Yeah,
dude, my voice was fried.
was it really? I didn't.
I was sick all week, dude. And like, we played 8 songs that night. And I got through 6 of them okay.
Okay.
And the last 2, I fucking destroyed my voice singing those 2 songs. Like, had no voice when I left this day. I was gone.
I'm sorry to hear that, bro. That
It
sounds rough.
sucked. It sucked real bad. But I was like, fuck it, I'm doing it. Hammer down. Let's go.
Hammer down.
This show, dude, crowd was awesome. They were into it. They were fucking loving it. I'm like, go, wrecking it.
Are-
Worry about it tomorrow.
Yes.
Smith said, no, Vex, they listen to the songs on the internet. And then Michael Gregory said, I think it speaks of your local competition more than anything. Like, holy crap, every local original band I've seen suck, but you guys don't.
No, but you got to feel like they say that to every band. Whoever that person is, the proverbial, like, I can't believe you don't suck. Every band sucks except for you. Okay, that's how that works. Thanks for that. I totally, I appreciate it. Here's the thing. I'm going to ask you a question, and I've been doing this all week. Did you ever seek the approval of your parents ever? Did you give a fuck what your parents thought of you ever?
When I was very young, probably.
From my inception, I couldn't care less what my parents thought of me. And I don't know what that is. I don't know psychologically what's wrong with me. I never give a flying fuck. So when my band was shit and we were shit, I went to practice every fucking week and they were like, you're wasting your time. No, I'm not. You're going to see. I'm a big fucking star. Who's the boozy bop, right? And then finally, I meet King Sam. All of a sudden, pussy's falling out of the sky. The band doesn't suck anymore. Like, that's how you know. If you start getting laid all the time, your band no longer sucks. That's just how it works. Because we didn't get laid at all, and then I could not get laid. I went out and I would have sex with somebody. So this happens. They never saw me play once, ever. And they're both dead. They've never, ever, ever seen me play. And they had no respect for it. I made records. They didn't care. They didn't support me. And it never bothered me. Because it ain't about them. It ain't about the fans.
Yeah, no.
I, and probably you, need to get this shit out of me. It's got fucking nothing to do with them. If they show up, that's great. If they didn't show up, I'm still playing.
Yeah.
So that's it.
Yeah, that's the thing. It's not it, and it's also very hard to be in a relationship with somebody if they don't get that.
They never got it. I've never wanted. That's why I'm not in a relationship with anybody. Because then they don't get it.
Honestly, it's a huge part of the reason why I am.
Yeah, they don't get it. They just don't get it.
I'm like, you don't understand. Like, it doesn't make sense. And like early on, I would try to explain it. Be like, look, if I don't go do this, I'm going to get fucking weird.
Yeah, you can't deal with me if I don't do this.
Yeah. So.
And then the camaraderie of the other bands and the other musicians and our friends and shit, that's cooler than playing the show.
Think about this. Literally, almost every person I hang out with at this point in my life is because of music.
Yeah. Michael Gregory.
90% of my friends, maybe probably more.
Michael Gregory knows me because he cracked a joke when he was checking me out at Blockbuster 20 years ago. And I said, hey, you're a graphic artist, come work for Starscream. And now we're like dear fucking friends to this day, right? Like, no one in my life, and then somebody wrote a thing, I wrote that on my page, like, no one in my life do I know because of music. I was like, you know me before music, whoever the fuck that was. I forget who you were. But the point is... One person. Everybody in my life, because, like, I met you 8 years ago. You changed everything in our lives. Oh. I mean, everything. You married our drummer.
And he was at that show the same fucking day.
That's
he sent me the screenshot.
Inception like a motherfucker.
I was like, you were probably standing right behind me then. I remember seeing Christian was there. Michelle LeBrake was right in front.
And the devil.
And the devil, yes. And
you're the devil.
And the guy I was sponsoring at the show.
I'm trying to see, they all run together a little bit. I think the girl who broke up my second marriage by dropping a dime was at that show too.
Really?
And then I had to deal with that. I think Angie was there.
I remember seeing like Skip and his like biker friends coming in because he had the jacket.
Yeah.
And I remember saying to Bill, like, what kind of establishment is this? And Johnny Mac went back in his memories. He's like, honestly, I think I was at that show, and he pulled it up. I'm like, that's fucking bizarre. And then Gary even said, he goes, chances are I was there too.
He booked it.
Yeah.
If we played it, he booked it.
That's crazy shit.
Yeah, it's fucking wild, isn't it?
And it's all because of rock and roll.
Bringing joy and sunshine to everyone's lives.
I know.
Yes, joy and sunshine.
That's cool.
I think Johnny Mac at like shows gets a lot of, why do you gotta hit so hard?
Because that's what fucking Johnny Mac does.
Said that to him, and that person got really pissed that he was hitting their kid so hard.
And now they're the best of fucking friends.
Well, I wouldn't say that.
I would.
But I'm just saying,
I would.
He gets that, like, why are you hitting so hard?
And then I try to... Anyway, let's not get into that. That's a whole thing. He's very nice. Don't get mad at someone and make me mad at them because you're mad at them, and then a year later you're best fucking friends. I'd stop being mad now because I was already mad. And it wasn't my fight. But you didn't like him, now I don't like you.
Bestie, I sent you something.
Okay.
Kind of explains what we were talking about.
Should I read it now or later?
If you want to read it now, you can. That's fine. I don't care.
Oh, you just said I'm pretty sure I was there too.
She was definitely there.
So all of us were there.
I wasn't there.
Well, you weren't there. Could you imagine if you were there, how fucking weird that would have really been?
You got to resurrect the deep pain within you and give it a place to live that's not within your body. Let it live in art. Let it live in writing. Let it live in music. Let it be devoured by building brighter connections. Your body is not a coffin for pain to be buried in, but put somewhere else.
That's pretty deep.
It's fucking... Hey, the wrong show. All right there?
Hey, man.
Dr. Phil?
I didn't say you had to necessarily read it on air.
But listen, I honestly think as a wife of a musician, you have to support the whole entire thing. Johnny Mac did not have that when he was previously married.
And I quote, he's like, my wife decides what show she's going to go to, and that's it.
Right.
So I don't know. No, you're like, you don't support. You're like, oh, I'm not going.
Because I paid my due diligence.
Yeah, you're good.
Right.
Yeah.
And Dave, your wife gets it.
Your check is paid. If you don't make it, we
But if
understand.
I ever said to him, like, I don't want you to play, like, stop, like, I could never even get those words.
Do you know that our former bass player's wife, the reason he says he left her is because the whole time they were together, she was like, quit, and now he quit. Ain't that fucking heavy?
It is.
That's heavy, right?
I just could never do that to him. Like, drumming is his life. You guys, the music, the bands, like, he lives. He's so fucking hyped for tomorrow and Sunday. Well, you're not practicing Sunday. Oh, yeah, you are. Yeah.
We are. We have fucking rhythm section
Does he know
practice.
the right time?
Yeah, 11 a.m. Rhythm section. What time do the Eagles play? Is it 1 o'clock? You want to
Yeah,
Google that
should
for
be,
us?
should be.
What time's the Eagles game Sunday to kick off?
Should be 1 o'clock.
I'll DVR it anyway.
Should be 1 o'clock.
Did you watch it all last night?
No.
It was so
The
good.
Lions played, right?
The Lions beat the fucking Chiefs by 1 point in the fourth quarter.
Yo, I'm not gonna lie. I love that Lions team a little bit.
So do I.
Gotta love
So
them.
do I.
They got a little bit of fucking. They got a little funk to them.
Every coach on the team is a former player.
Just about. Yeah.
And no, not just about. It's never happened before.
The game is on 4:25 on Sunday.
Oh, perfect. We have practice, and it's fucking perfect.
Got some Eagles connections. Deuce is one of their offensive coordinators, right? You Staley.
Yeah, I'm not a fan of Deuce.
I love
Or
Deuce.
he's injured, isn't he?
Who is?
Travis Kelce.
He was injured.
Oh, you want to okay.
But they beat Mahomes. National stage, Thursday Night Football,
Yep.
made me very happy. I felt
I'm
good.
cool with it.
And here's what I love about it. Goff is the number one pick. He goes to the Super Bowl. He loses the Super Bowl, and the fucking Rams blame him, right? And they cast him aside. They bring in Stafford, whose career is really almost over, let's be honest.
Oh, yeah.
They win a ring with Stafford. Now the team's imploded because you can't keep it together. I respect that.
Yeah.
Rebuilding times, right? Goff's back, bro. That motherfucker, and he's slinging dick like a champion.
Yes, he is.
He is, dude. And he didn't age. Like, Carson Wentz has a big, gnarly beard and shit. He looks all grizzled. Goff looks exactly the same. He's like, I'm pretty. Watch this. Boop. I'm pretty. Boop.
Dude, ball.
He can. And they.
Awesome.
He was the number one overall pick. He's not a fucking.
Yeah.
He's the real deal.
He is.
And they have weapons now. The fucking defense is gnarly.
Nasty. I love their coach. I love their coach. Dan Campbell.
I didn't at first because I felt like he was definitely on cocaine.
Did you watch Hard Knocks?
That's when I started to like him.
Yeah, it's awesome.
That's when I started to like
You
him.
guys are all lighting up about talking about football.
I missed it so
Yeah,
much.
dude. I'm so glad it's back.
I missed it so fucking much. All right, when the Eagles are in the playoffs, the last quarter, I find myself standing the whole quarter, like through no power of my own. Last night, it wasn't even our game. And I'm standing like, yeah, fuck Mahomes. Get him. Whole defense. And our boy Andrew, who I love, is
I saw that.
we had a kind of fight. We kind of had a fight.
Is it?
He's all about the Chiefs.
Big Red.
Look,
Fucking lost.
I'm happy for Andy. Whatever, you do your thing.
Fuck him. Don't beat me in the Super Bowl. I'm happy for you. Hope you fucking die. You beat me in the Super Bowl. Hope you fucking die. And that holding call was bullshit. You didn't give me the holding call, and we fumbled it, and we lost on our own. I dig that. But don't give me a bullshit holding call that they didn't call the entire fucking game, and magically in the fourth quarter, Mahomes, another ring. And Mahomes was crippled. He's like, oh my God, I'm crippled. And he's like, I didn't take drugs. I'm fine. Yeah, you took some drugs. Yeah, no, yeah, probably. He was a cripple. We break quarterbacks here. That's what we do. Remember RG3? You know who ended his career? Do you know who ended his career? The Eagles.
Yeah.
First fucking game, he's on the fucking Browns. Concussion, never played again.
So, I'm happy it's football season. I'm looking forward to
You
it.
got a game. You're going to a game, right?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. I got third row tickets to the Eagles-Bills.
That's going to be a game, too.
Yeah,
The Bills can play.
Woo! Hurts and Josh Allen duking it out.
It's pretty good stuff.
Awesome. I can't wait. I'm excited.
You know what, Dave? It's time, Dave.
Is it that time?
Yeah, it happened. Hold on.
How many topics we get to today?
Like 3.
1, 2, 3.
Oh.
Well, 4 if you count the ears. Ladies and gentlemen, this has been episode number 203 of the Vex on Vex podcast. The Vex on Vex podcast is available on the Podbean application on your phone under the Loud and Loaded network. Dave, thank you for your time.
Always a pleasure, sir.
Tiffany, thank you. I like this return to form. No tacos in the house. No 200th anniversary craziness. Our Fungo Pops are alive and well. If somebody has fucking crabs, let us know. I'll try and get it. This is VexX telling you to stay frosty.